The Broncos and the Rabbitohs. Wait for that green light, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we're back for another one of these live streams. And today, guys, we're here for a game that more than likely is going to be very much like last week. Now, the NRL actually copped a lot of criticism this week because of the polar opposite difference between the good teams and the not so good teams. And tonight, we're watching on as the South Sydney Rabbitohs take on the Brisbane Broncos, and we are currently watching one of the good teams versus the not so good teams. Look, it's going to be interesting to see if the Broncos can kind of put a performance together here. It's going to be interesting to see if the Broncos can keep it within a reasonable margin. The Broncos actually last week played the Melbourne Storm, and despite going up 6-0 for the first 30 minutes of the game, lost the game by 40 points. It was ridiculous. They weren't necessarily too bad in the first 30 minutes, but in the same sense, the Storm just were really, really bad to start off that game. So realistically, it did come down to how poor the Storm were. And also in that Parramatta Eels game that the Broncos played at the beginning of the year, when they went 16-0 up at half-time, everyone was saying how bad Parramatta were in that first half. So, look, the Broncos, they're not as bad as, say, a Manly right now, or a Bulldogs, or a Cowboys, but they're still down around that area. The Rabbitohs, on the other hand, they kept the Dogs to 0 last week. They, again, for the third game in a row. That was 38-0 to the Rabbitohs there. I think the Rabbitohs win this game, and I think the Rabbitohs win as well. In my tipping, in the BKR Sport tipping, I think I put the Rabbits by 40 in the margin. Could honestly be 30, could honestly be 50, could honestly be 100 at this rate. But I do think the Broncos are better than the worst teams in the comp, and we'll see how they go. Elite Falcon says, come on, Rabbitohs. Hello, champion. Get around the Rabbitohs. Sarkis had shitty says, what do you think about the Dragons? Buddy, the old Dragons, eh? Look, I think they're not the bad teams right now, but they're also not the mid-rangers. They haven't played anybody yet. They lost the Sharks, who I would classify as the bottom end of the mid-rangers. They lost the Sharks, who I'd classify bottom area of the mid-rangers, which is Sharks, Titans, Warriors and Knights. That's kind of the four in that middle area, and I'd say Sharks at the bottom there. So I think the Dragons, they lost to them. You know, they beat the Cowboys, whoop-de-doo. They beat Manly, whoop-de-doo. And then they went and beat the Knights, who have about a billion injuries right now and just aren't seriously that great overall, and always a 50-50 team. So Dragons haven't proven themselves against anyone for me just yet, but I think they'll play the Eels this week. If they beat the Eels, then I'll definitely be convinced that they're a half-decent team. Now, Stormfan says, 18th man, wow. What do you mean 18th man, wow? Elite Falcon says, if Broncos beat us, I'll be so upset. Mate, if the Broncos beat, buddy, look, if the Broncos beat, apparently some bloke has put $1 million $1 million on the Rabbitohs to win tonight. $1 million to win 60,000. That's ridiculous. If this is you and you're watching this right now, can you just, buddy, shoot me, buddy, 100K, and, you know, we'll see how we go, because, like, what the shit's going on here? Like, how are you betting $1 million to win 60? Like, my goodness me, that's such a big risk. I know it's the Rabbitohs versus the Broncos, but shit, in hell's sake, man. Like, it's still sport. Sport can throw up some massive rando results from time to time. Rexo Inco says, what do you think about the Dragons? Do you think the game was all right, or do you think we're still not versing team? No, like I just said, I haven't played anyone yet. But they're still better than what I presumed pre-season. You know, I had them as last, and I definitely wouldn't have them as last. I wouldn't even have them bottom four right now. I'd put them above the Cowboys, Broncos, Tigers, and Bulldogs, and Manly. I think Manly may finish above them, but in the same sense, we'll see how we go, but I think the Dragons are better than those 4 or 5 teams, especially 5 teams right now. But I do think that Manly, when they get Trbojevic back and they start to get a bit more of a roll on, I think that they'll be a bit of a dangerous team in regards to beating teams that they shouldn't be, and they should be, but because the season so far they shouldn't be. Look, I think once Manly get a few players back, including Trbojevic, they'll be a bit better. But in the same sense, they're not making finals by any means. But guys, let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're only about 190 subscribers away from 9,000. And like I said, guys, every time we hit a new 1,000 subscribers, we will be giving away a jersey. And this one is an NRL jersey at 9,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, subscribe. But yeah, no, we are pumping along now. At 10,000, we'll give away an AFL Guernsey, but that's obviously quite a while away. Wildcard says, what do you think the margin will be? I've gone 40. But in the same sense, I think it could be 30. I think the Broncos, look, the Bulldogs lost 38-0 to the Rabbitohs. I tipped 14-0 to the Rabbitohs as the final score, so I was 2 points off the exact scoreline. I think the Broncos are better than the Dogs. I think the Broncos have a bit better attack in them. I think the Broncos can withhold defensively a little bit better than the Dogs right now too. So going 40, which is a bigger margin than what the Bulldogs have put on them, is a bit tough, to be honest with you. But I've gone 40 in my tipping competition. I guess it's the safest bet, but if the Broncos win this, then my margin is Bruno. But look, I think if you want to be safe, I'd go around the 26 to 30 margin. If you want to be safe, I would go 26 to 30 margin. If you're talking about your tipping. Isaiah Chris says, Broncos need a good game. If not, then my friend should be scared for this season. He goes to the Broncos. Broncos fans should be scared of me making merchandise again. I don't know if you got, well, most of you would have, but if you're a new subscriber here, I made merchandise. It's still available on Redbubble, where it was a Broncos wooden spoon with the spoon being the O, and then 2021 with the second O. Very good shirt. I would be scared if the Broncos did it again this year, because that would be back to back. So I'm not going to tell you what I would do, but holy shit, it won't happen though. They're not that bad. They're not that bad. Dasmate says that under 6 team has better attack than us. Absolutely. Wildcard says 26. Actually, yeah, I went 26. I would advise 26 to 30. I've gone 40, but I would advise 26 to 30. I think the Rabbitohs attack will just be way too good for the Broncos. I don't think the Broncos at all have what it takes to kind of keep. The Broncos defense at all have what it takes to keep it within reason. So anywhere upwards of 26 for me. Dan Canali says, can you shout out to the young fella Elijah? He's a massive fan of you, mate. Appreciate you, Elijah. Thank you very much, man. ZC Super Sharks fan says 24-6 to the Rabbitohs. Ooh, only an 18-point game there. Jeez, you think the Broncos are going to be able to hold that to 24 points? Interesting. Look, I'm not denying it, not saying no. I don't do that anymore, considering when I say things won't happen, they usually do happen. But yeah, I think they'll score more than 24 points, the old Rabbitohs. Braithwaite says, honestly, I just want South to lose now for that guy who put $1 million on. Exactly right, man. Like, as much as you don't want someone to lose that kind of money, like, you're an idiot for doing that kind of bet. Like, you're straight up, you're an idiot. I don't want the Broncos to win ever, but in the same sense, like, you kind of just want them to lose because of such stupid money being thrown around for literally no return, basically. For the places, what time is kickoff? We're about 5 minutes away here. The Rabbitohs and the Broncos are still inside the dressing sheds right now, so it gives you plenty of time. Grab a drink, buddy, put your feet up, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, because we're probably going to see another Thursday night run rampant game like we saw with the Panthers and Doggies. No, it wasn't Panthers Dogs. Panthers Manly last week. Panthers Manly last Thursday night. Frenchie says, hey, Blaze, I have 46-8 to South. What's that? Is that 40? Yeah, that's 38 points differential. I'll take that because I went with the 40 points differential. Sarkis says, will Dragons beat Para? Absolutely goddamn not. Isaiah Chris, well, I wouldn't say necessarily no. I tipped the Eels, obviously. I'm not going to be stupid. I tipped the old Eels, but in the same sense, the Dragons haven't been playing that poor. They haven't been playing badly. They've just been playing nobody, so they haven't played anybody yet. And we all know that the difference between the top and the bottom teams is so polar opposite. So considering they haven't played a top team yet, they played a mid-ranging team and lost to the Sharks. So considering they haven't played a top team yet, you can't really go too much in depth into their results so far. Broncos lineup today, guys, is Sacco with Coates and Mead on the wings, Kenner and Nu in the centres with Dearden and Milford in the halves. Lodge and Haas in the front row forwards with Turpin as the hooker, Glenn, Ricky and Pangai as the back rowers. Now, guys, apparently Dearden's been talking about going to the Cowboys. A lot of players are getting talked about going to the Cowboys. The Cowboys become the new Titans in regards to player movement discussions. The Titans used to be linked to every single man ever in every team, literally ever. And now it seems like it's the Cowboys with Adam Reynolds, with Dearden, with literally 100 players. So, look, be careful, because as a Titans fan, I know very well that literally every player will be named with them just because they're struggling and they need players, basically. Destin says, Milford will run right through Benji. I'm calling it. You're a Broncos fan. I'm calling it. Richie Production says, when is the game starting? About 5 minutes away, man. Cedric Gaming says, what place will the Rabbitohs end on the ladder? I predicted second in my pre-season predictions. I still will probably go with second, but if this Adam Reynolds situation is actually dead set, there could be a few problems in regards to the team chemistry. I know they're all mates, and I know that obviously Reynolds plays his heart and puts his heart and soul on show for this team, and he's from South Sydney. But Yeah, look, it'll be interesting to see if they can get past all this contract drama. But Mitchell as a fullback today with Johnson and Mansour as the wingers, Gagai and Graham in the centres with Marshall and Reynolds in the halves, Burgess, Totola as the front row forwards with Cook as the hooker, and a couple of back row forwards there that are absolutely spicy for a try here tonight. I actually think the forwards here today will do quite well for the Rabbitohs and just pump through them, pump through the old Broncos. AJ Ellis says, do you think they should change the name of the State of Origin Shield name? What do you mean? Sport Reckon says, Man City a cheat. Should have been 2-2. Oh, man, I feel so sorry for you. Isaiah Chris says, they have nearly equal opportunities. Who have nearly equal? Oh, Broncos will be salty if he does go there. Oh, what? Dearden? Yeah, of course, because every Broncos fan wants Dearden, has been wanting Dearden to be partnering Milford for a long time now. I don't believe it's going to work out well because I just think that Milford's too hot and cold regardless. But in the same sense, going to the Cowboys, your biggest rival, it would suck. It definitely would suck. I think Manly and Parramatta of the 80s, 70s, the old Silvertails. Freddie says, Reynolds is always going, then coming back, then going, then coming back to South. Or what? Destin says, I just watched the 2016 game of Milford and it was genuinely one of the best performances. That's the only reason I'm confident in him. Mate, firstly, that's 5 years ago. Secondly, what was that? Against the Cowboys? Broncos-Cowboys? Game is about to kick off here. They're doing a minute silence here for Tommy Renonicus. Obviously, I can't do a minute silence because I'm streaming right now because it would just be weird. But yeah, so they're doing a minute silence right now for Tommy Renonicus, and obviously rest in peace to the big fella. Obviously, fantastic bloke for the game. Over the time he was there, and my mum actually said she had a crush on him when he was younger, but he definitely didn't age. Definitely didn't age greatly, but he obviously performed very, very well for the game, and even afterwards, we all know that how much of he's been involved in the game after retiring. So rest in peace to the big fella. Minty Rabbitoh says, did Jake retire today? Yes. So Jake Friend did medically retire today. He did medically retire today, unfortunately. One of the, I would say, top 10 hookers, even potentially top 7, maybe top 5, NRL hookers. Obviously, it goes back before the NRL, but for National Rugby League, since, 98 that came in, he's probably a top 5 hooker in my personal opinion, alongside, obviously, Cameron Smith is number 1, nowhere near that. Number 1 is completely separate. You go back and you look through some of these other hookers, but I'd probably say top 5. Jake Friend's just always been a grinder. ZC Super Sharks fan says, do you think the Storm will be in top 8? Absolutely. Never thought they wouldn't be. Never said they would ever be. Not in the top 8. Swagman says, 5 years ago he's done nothing since. Who? Who's done nothing since? So 40 minutes to go here over the first half. We're into the game. I don't know why I said 40 minutes. I guess I'm just so used to it. I guess I'm just so damn well used to saying how long there is to go. But the Rabbitohs will start off with the ball here and they're 30 minutes out here from their own line. If you're going for a bit of an anytime try scorer today, I probably would have gone Damien Cook. I think I said this on Hayden's tipping thing, saying that Damien Cook will score. I just think literally you could throw a dart at a board of all the Rabbitohs players today, and honestly, anyone could win. Literally anyone will score, in my personal opinion. The Broncos are that poor. Sport Ranking says, I feel like if Jake Friend wasn't a bad team, would he have been as good? No, he would have been bland. He would have been bland, but you can't read into that because he played on a good team, and he made that team better. Without Jake Friend, they don't grind anywhere near as much, and he won multiple premierships with them. So you definitely can't. You can't rate a player based on if they are at another team. It's like saying, with Leon Messi in the. I was halfway between saying his full name and his nickname, but it's like saying him in the Premier League. Like, you can't base a player based off what you think could happen in another league or another team. You have to base off what you've seen. And with Jake Friend, he's fantastic for the Roosters. And yes, obviously the game has faded away from him. The game has favoured Damien Cook and Alpi Coruscant, those kind of players. But back in 2013, 14, 15, 16, the game was a lot slower, a lot more grinding, and he was the perfect hooker for that. So I really rate Jake Friend. I think he's very underrated for his time in the game. And I think he's had a very successful career as well. Final place is up the Broncos. Yeah, well, look, good luck, mate. Good luck, mate. Johnson here, 20 minutes out from their own line. The Rabbitohs with the ball. Don't forget, guys, smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Goes out to the right-hand side here. And Mansour from Benji Marshall. Obviously, Benji Marshall is playing here today, guys, because Cody Walker is out injured. Dasman says, Reggie, the Rabbit will even get a try. Apparently, there was some pretty significant abuse from some Dogs fans. Some Doggies fans last week against the old Reggie the Rabbit. Wisdom Pelicans says 44-4 Rabbits. I love to see it, considering I put the margin as 40 points to the Rabbitohs. So out to the right-hand side here, Damien Cook gets it off. And Kalamatangi with a good little run there. Minty Rabbitoh says Johnson for first try. I'll go Damien Cook. I'm going to go Cookie. You know, a little bit of a sneaky from dummy half. You know, a little bit of a shoop whoop whoop. I don't know what that was, but that's what it is. But the Broncos will have the ball here. I don't know why I'm hearing. Is that Vossi saying they're teasing Brisbane? Like, what have they done? What? They've done nothing in the first 2.5 minutes. What? Why? How are the Rabbitohs teasing Brisbane in the first 2.5 minutes? They've done nothing, really. No one's done anything. It's only been 2.5 damn more minutes. Like, what are you... What? Lachlan Ham says, yeah, Damien Cook anytime try score. I reckon he'll score first, mate. And anytime, but I reckon he'll score first. I say Chris says Titans were horrible for 2016 and 2019, but they're coming up, and I respect you for saying we're Titans through the rough times. Well, firstly, that's wrong, because it's 2011 through 2019, and even arguably 2020 until the last 5 games. But 2011, I'm surprised you said 2016 is the start, considering that was the year we made the finals. The only year in the last 10 years we made the finals was 2016. So I'm surprised you started off with 2016, not someone like 2011 when we did win the wooden spoon. But if you thought we did bad that year, that's fine. But we did make the finals. But 36.5 minutes to go here the first half, and the Rabbitohs will have the ball. That should be a set restart here, even though it's first tackle anyway. Nice little run there. Oh, here we go. Reynolds. Woo! Cheeky little run there. Walter on Watermelon says hi. Hello, Walter on Watermelon. And the Rabbitohs here with the ball 40 metres out here from their own line. Nice little cheeky dummy half run there from the old Reynolds. And if Reynolds from dummy half is making some metres, but he wouldn't expect... Oh, look at Damien Cook has that ball off there. And that's going to be a penalty against Matt Lodge of the Broncos. That will be a penalty. Oh, there's a bit of a push and shove. A bit of a, you know, slap and tickly. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking, son. Now we are talking. Sorry, Chris says, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think you guys weren't the best then. Sorry, bro. I don't know why you're saying sorry. I'm correcting you on how bad we were. I'm saying we were worse. You said we were bad from 2016 to 2019. Mate, we were bad from 2011 to 2019. But it's just odd because the year that you said 2016 to 2019, it doesn't make sense because 2016 was the year we made the finals. So yeah, just in future, if you're going to say like the Titans were bad, say 2011 to 2019. It's a good 8 years rather than starting off with the year we made the finals. Cricket Jackson, in my opinion, the reason the Titans won the last 5 games was because there was no pressure for them to win, considering they couldn't make finals. Absolutely disagree. First tackle over the Rabbitohs, 30 metres out here. It was more so due to the fact that they were playing teams that lower the table, but I guess you're listening to Brett Finch. Second tackle here for the Rabbitohs, underneath. The Rabbitohs should score here. Oh, 3 metres short here, the line. 5 minutes gone here. Third tackle here. Oh, he's offside. He's absolutely offside there. Damien Cook gets that ball off here. It's going to be Reynolds here. Left-hand side set, restart. Interesting. Oh, my God. I don't know what Reynolds is thinking there. I don't know what Adam Reynolds is thinking there. That is a brain-headed move. I'm sorry, but that is an incorrect decision to do that. Why would you kick that to the sideline on a set restart 5 metres out? Like, that's stupid. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing, Adam Reynolds? I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous. Like, that is not acceptable at all. No, there's no showing. I'm glad. I look for. What are you saying? You like they showed their hand their first set. That wasn't even first tackle, and they kicked it, and it went out, and they didn't get the try, and gave Broncos a 7 tackle set. What on earth are you talking about, Cooper Cronk? What on earth are you talking about? That couldn't have gone any worse. Now the Broncos are kicking on second tackle. What is going on here? And it was a terrible kick. It goes to 10 metres out. Why are they kicking on second? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind already. Namani Bababakan Bao says, my mum wanted to watch this game in the stadium. I was close to going, but then I realised that the Broncos are shit and I don't want to go to this game. Chris Harrison says, Rabbits Cricket Jack says they had numbers and could have scored by throwing hands. Yeah, they could have, but in the same sense, like, you just don't, you don't show your hand that early. Like, I don't know what Cooper Cronk's saying there in regards to saying he was happy to see that. Rabbitohs get the offload. Ooh, wow. How did he catch that, considering he's already basically being tackled there? So Cookie here, out of the line. Nice little run here. Damien Cook gets it underneath. Oh, man. Rabbitohs so close, Mansour. Cook here at a dummy half. I'm assuming he's going to go for a little run here. He could even go left-hand side. He probably should go left-hand side. There's plenty of space. Rabbitohs should score here. Reynolds instead is going to kick it. Gets it off to Johnston. And Johnston's going to 2. Throw it back inside. Gagai. And there we go. Benji Marshall for the first try of the game. And there we have it, lads. And there we have it, lads. Benji Marshall. Everyone's saying that, oh, can he make it up for Cody Walker? But guess what? He does definitely do that. And the Rabbitohs score hectically in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Damien Cook with a fantastic little dummy half run there. Flicks the ball back there to Mansour. Mansour gets tackled last second by Milford and Asako. And then obviously, it was actually smart by Damien Cook not to take that quick and go for a short little dummy. He gets it off to Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it across to Johnson, who's nicely tackled, to be honest, by the winger. But then obviously Gagai gets the offload away there, and Benji Marshall following up underneath. Fantastic play there by the Rabbits. And Benji Marshall, the big fella, the old man, but he's still experienced enough to know to follow up the play until it is dead, because that was fit tackle. And it was very smart of him to just follow that one up. So it is 4-0 here to the Rabbitohs. Should be 6-0 because Reynolds is a fantastic kicker. And well worked. For the places, I go with the Broncos, and that hurt. It was so easy and soft. I wouldn't say that was easy. I wouldn't say that try was easy. It was nice defence there by Xavier Coates, actually. I thought that was a fantastic tackle there by Xavier Coates, and you can't blame him for that try. As a winger, there was legitimately like 3-on-1 out there. Adam Reynolds decides to kick it instead of passing it, and it was a difficult kick in my personal opinion as well. But yeah, Xavier Coates had fantastic defence there, considering there was no numbers out there. Arguably had arguably had Alex Johnson wrapped up there. And then he obviously had to get the magic flick pass away. Did get the magic flick pass away. Caught by Gagai. Good defense there to stop Gagai as well. And then obviously when you've got 2 fantastic tackles there, when it was a 3-on-1 in the first place, you're going to have a man open. And Benji Marshall folds it up in an easy try there. Well, not an easy try, sorry. Baxter says, thoughts on Raiders this season? Haven't been impressed by them at all. Oh, Reynolds is going to miss that kick. Interesting. Reynolds is going to miss that kick, so it's going to be 4-0 here to the Rabbitohs. That's not a hard kick, and interesting there for Adam Reynolds. But no, I haven't been too impressed by the Raiders this year. I think they were the more experienced team against the Titans. But I think if the Titans don't have a 67% completion rate, that game was a much closer than the 14 points represented. It was definitely, Raiders probably deserved to win by 4, but that scoreline wasn't justified whatsoever based on the game. The Warriors obviously came back against them 31-10. Don't care about the injuries. They obviously played a part, but still is a part of the game. So that's regardless. They did score a 4 pass, but still they came flying. Probably would have won anyway, even without that forward pass try. They probably would have found a way to score another try regardless. The first couple of games, they weren't great in the first half against the Tigers before flying home in the second half. But that was against the Tigers, and the second game was against the Sharks, and they really should have lost that game. Chad Townsend missed 3 kicks. He literally missed 3 kicks, and pretty, not easy, but kickable kicks. So no, I haven't been impressed by the Raiders at all just yet. For other places, Broncos need to hold the ball and stop the offloads. That's how we win it. You ain't winning this game, brother. Like, the Broncos were last for... I know you want to obviously keep some positivity. Oh, Adam Reynolds here, right-hand side, still going here. And it's going to be 35 metres out here from the line. I don't want to hold some positivity, but, brother, no. If you think... Oh, that's got to be a set restart. That's got to be a set restart there. That's got to be a set restart. That's bullshit that's not a set restart. Broncos have about a 0% chance of winning this game today. So Broncos with the ball, meter out here from their own line. Isako with the take that made it look harder than it probably should have been. Lachlan Ham says, what's the latest in the Titans injuries? Ash Taylor might be coming back this week. Fogarty is a game time decision. I will be at this game on Saturday, guys. I will be at this game, obviously. I'll be flying up to the Gold Coast. Fly up and fly back down same day. So I will be vlogging that one, so no streams on Saturday. But, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. It just means that Tyron Peachy comes into the halves alongside Tanner Boyd and pushes Tino Fasa-Malawi into the lock position, and Moaki Fotuaika comes off the bench into the front row 4 position. So I don't necessarily mind it. Not that I think Tanner Boyd's been great for us this season at all, but, we have to do what we have to do, I guess. Oh, that's a terrible kick. That's still a fit tackle there. It's a knock on there as well. The Rabbitohs here with the ball. It's going to be Gagai here. Benji Marshall picks it up. Gagai, 40 minutes out here. My God, what is going on in this game? Paddy Cat says, South winning, no surprise. Oh, no, South will win this by 40, but South will win this by 40. So 30 minutes to go here, guys, of the first half. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. And the Rabbitohs here, out to the right-hand side, 35 metres out here. Gets it off to Murray. Murray to Burgess, the big old Burgess, and that's going to be a penalty, is it? It is going to be a penalty here for a strip. I wouldn't be going for the 2 here from the Rabbitohs because they know they can score. They've had 8 from 8 completions. They're right in front, but realistically, you should be kicking this over to the sideline. Tavita Pangai, you're an idiot, brother. Like, I hope you get smashed, brother. I hope you get smashed. Jordan says South by 50. Absolutely. Absolutely. Paddy Cat says Blade is married to Sergio Aguero. Mate, if I was married to Sergio Aguero, jeez, the scenes. I would absolutely love that, son. Yes, sir. People may say, wait a second, I thought you were straight. Well, guess what? Not for Sergio Aguero. But 28 and a half minutes to go your first half, and they're actually taking the kick. You're actually joking me. What the hell, Rabbitohs? Game manager, like, what the shit are we talking about here, Cooper Cronk? I'm sorry, I usually think Cooper Cronk's a fantastic commentator in regards to giving us game insight, but this is a stupid decision here. The Rabbitohs have been absolutely all over the Broncos. The Broncos haven't even touched the ball. When they have touched the ball, it's been inside their own 20-metre line. The Rabbitohs have completed every single one of their sets so far. They have romped the Broncos. They have made breaks left, right, and centre. We're 12 minutes into the game, and the Rabbitohs decide to take the 2 points on offer? Like, I'm sorry, but that is a terrible decision. And we got Cooper Cronk bigging it up on the sidelines. Like, brother, no. Like, that's not the right decision to make there. They've made no mistakes in this game, the Rabbitohs, so far. Like, why? Like, why are you telling us that's a good decision? Chris Harrison says, I'm going to Titans and Knights. I will be there, my friend. I will be there. CB3 says, lovely commentary, bro. Who's your favourite NRL player, current and all-time? Mine's Ponga and John/Matty Bowen. Matty Bowen, great shout. Favourite player to watch now, Pappenhausen. Ever, Lockyer. Hands down. I wouldn't even question it. I think he'll always be my favourite ever. That era was the best, in my personal opinion. It's too fast nowadays. That was just primo back then, and Lockie was one of the best players of all time. You can't even argue it, to be honest with you. But yeah, he was one of my favourites ever to watch, and right now would be Pappenhausen. And it was before his 4-try, before you say, oh, hype wagon Pappenhausen. It's been since the beginning of last year. AJ says, is this rugby union? What is with the penalty goals? I just don't understand why you're taking the 2 there. The Rabbitohs aren't scared here at all. Like, come on. Like, they are guaranteed to score a try off that set too. Look at how they're rolling through their sets. Out to the left-hand side, Johnson here. Johnson down the left-hand side here. He's going to probably kick this through. No, he's going to take the tackle on third. Smart play there. But look at the Rabbitohs dominating. And this is the team that decided to take a penalty goal. And here, Cooper Cronk saying, great decision. Shit, man. Damien Cook out to Benji Marshall. Marshall here gets it off to Murray. Murray to Reynolds. Reynolds going to kick that one through. And good take there by Osako, to be honest with you. Interesting why they're kicking on fourth, but whatever. Saga says, someone told me Ponga is going to the Titans. No one ever told you that, and if they did tell you that, then slap them. Brandon Fraser says, it's a good choice to go for the penalty kickers, then South can be on 6. But, alright, I'm going to tell you something. Right. Being up 4-0 and going for the penalty is only the good option when you're playing a team that you feel that 2 points will be necessary for. I'm going to ask you this question, actually, Brandon Freitas. I'm going to ask you this question. I'm not calling you out here. I'm just wanting you, I want to make you understand what I'm saying, right? So do you think the Broncos will be in this game within 2 points? Do you think the Broncos will only lose this game by 2 points? I want to see your comment. If you think they will only lose this game by 2 points, then that is a smart decision to take the 2 points there. If you think they're going to lose this game by about 20 to 40, that is absolutely not a smart decision to take the 2 points there. Tasmate says it's not like it's Panthers or Storm. Exactly right. It's the second tackle here. They get the 2 points. Like, I'm not saying that like it's just ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't do it at whatsoever by any means. 0%. But like, it is. Anyway, that's the left hand side. Look at them rolling through these sets. Like, look at how they're making so many meters. Freddie says, one question, why is Milford's voice so high? No idea, to be honest with you. Fourth tackle here, Rabbitohs, right-hand side, Benji Marshall to Murray here, 20 metres out. Sport Talk says, can already tell Broncos will open the floodgates even further soon? Exactly right. They're nearly about to do it now. Benji Marshall, left-hand side, it's going to be right here. Alex Johnson, bingo, easy days. And this, my friend, is why you don't go for the 2, because they would have got this 4 minutes ago. They're going to score 500 points in this game. Like, go for the try. Have some practice, man. This is literally, these games right now are practice. They are attacking practice. That's why people are so annoyed right now, because the game is so polar opposite with the teams. Like, look at that defense. They get the ball out of the left-hand side. Like, this is why I said before the game started and on Hayden's tips yesterday. You could throw a dart at a board blindfolded. It can land on a single any Rabbitohs player. You can bet on them to score a try, and you're going to win some money because legitimately everyone's going to score a try today. Daniel Bates says, am I right in saying Pangai Jr. is seen as a bit of a grub by some? Oh, he's a dickhead. Sarkis says, who controls the scoreboard on the live? NRL Flash live score. NRL live Flash score. Whatever it is. It's not the NRL.com. NRL, if you're watching this, it is absolutely not your damn well NRL.com. They basically copyrighted myself, the YKTR boys, and I think it was Kempy. I can't remember who I was speaking to. It was myself, YKTR, and somebody else, and on State of Origin Game 1 last year because we used their live score. Big Boy Has says, when the Rabbitohs start scoring, they never stop. And when the Broncos start giving up points, they never stop. Look at last week. Lorenzo Ostano says, how much is Kevy getting paid? Too much. If he's on more than a Big Mac that he pays for, oh my God, Reynolds is going to miss it too. He's missed both kicks now. Brandon Fraser says, yes, South will smash the Broncos, but we never know. Sometimes an upset can happen, but I'm 99.9% that South will win blows. Oh, no. Look, man, like I'm not trying to have a crack at you. I'm just trying to kind of... I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, the only reason to take a 2-pointer penalty is if you think it's going to be a close game. That is literally the only reason ever that some team takes a 2-pointer, unless it's the 78th minute or whatever, and you kind of just want to slow the play down and kind of move on with the game. Unless it's that time, you just bloody go for the try. You have a bit of bloody attacking practice. But 23 minutes to go here of the first half. It's 10-0 to the Rabbitohs, and the Rabbitohs have actually missed both of their conversions, by the way. Chris Harrison says, who's faster, Adokar or Coates? Adokar by a country mile. Anyone who thinks that Adokar didn't catch Coates last week is just not looking at what happened. Like, he just dives 40 metres too early. He caught him with 40 metres to go. He outpaced him by a country mile, brother. He outpaced him by a country mile. But people saw that Adokar missed the tackle and assumed that Coates outpaced him. He didn't burn him at all. Cedric Gaming says, who was your favourite hooker? Well, I don't think we should get onto this on live stream. No, obviously in NRL, I'd say Damien Cook. You can't go past Damien Cook. Apicot Sal's fantastic too, but you just have to go Damien Cook. He's the best hooker in the game right now, in my opinion, and the game is perfectly suited to him. Obviously, we haven't been able to see Apicot Sal play yet. Is that 40-20? No, Broncos can get that ball 10 metres out. We haven't been able to see Apicot Sal play with these new rules yet, but he'll be fantastic for this. Dasmate says Coates had a head start as well. Bingo. Frankie says, wow, my Swans beat Richmond and now they are losing to Essendon. Yeah, weirder. It's so weird. It's so weird. Ethan Rummel says, sorry, I'm watching the Swans game. Blaze, who scored the 2 tries? 2 tries was Alex Johnston and Benji Marshall was the first try scorer. So third tackle with the Broncos, 35 metres out here. Actually, genuinely haven't seen them with the ball in the attacking 50. Oh, and now Dearden's going to break away here. And, he's lost the ball, Dearden. Oh, my God. Now Gagai's going to run away with it. Oh, my God. Now they're going to get off to, they're going to give it outside to the right-hand side here. Oh, my God. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, the Rabbitohs have lost the ball. Oh, no, he's caught it beforehand. Okay, so it's 0 tackle here. The Rabbitohs are going to... Dearden gets the ball. First time in the attack in 50. Drops his lollies. He drops his lollies everywhere. That's not what you like to see. Well, it is what you like to see. Especially if you're that guy who bet $1 million on the Rabbitohs to win tonight. So 40 minutes out here. Cruz Versatile says, Dragons have started the season off well. Against who? Wait till they play a good team. If they beat the Eels this week, fair enough. Then I start to say, Dragons aren't that bad. Oh, Dearden runs up the line there. And then Benji Marshall's going to throw the ball away. What's going on in this game? Gee whiz. So it's going to be first 0 tackle here with the Rabbitohs, 40 minutes out from their own line. Dependra says, bro, what does minus 27.5 Sydney Swans means? Because I bet on that. It means the Swans have to win by 48 points or more. If you bet on the Swans minus 47.5, it means they have to win by 48 points or more, which isn't necessarily out of the question, but I'm not watching the Essendon Swans game right now. Fozzer Places, who did you say $1 million? Who that? Some bloke apparently bet $1 million on the Rabbitohs to win tonight. He only wins 60k, so it's crazy. Crazy. I think they were paying $1.06 or some shit like that. So $1 million is $60K. Like, come on, man. So Payne Haas with the ball here, 10 metres out here from the line. The Broncos, 4th tackle. They've started to actually decide to, have a bit of an attack here. Milford at the left-hand side here. Isako's going to score a try. Isako is going to score a try. So with 20 minutes to go in the first half, the Broncos, out of nowhere, have just scored a try. They haven't looked good in doing it. They've relied on the Rabbitohs' errors, but the defense from the Rabbitohs there was horrific. So the Rabbitohs have the ball in the attacking 40. Benji Marshall throws the ball up straight to Tessinu's hands. Latrell throws him on the ground. The Broncos make some meters there off the back of some poor Rabbits defending. And now we're going to have Broncos fans saying, Broncos, we're back, baby. Because, there was no attack there whatsoever from the Broncos, but look at this Rabbitohs defense. Look at the gap in between Reynolds here. Look at the gap in between Reynolds. Look at the gap in between Reynolds and Murray. I'm sorry, but I could score through that. I can score through the gap between Reynolds and Murray right there. Reynolds hasn't had a good game. And this is what I was saying in regards to his contract. That contract, the media shit might be weighing in on him because truly he hasn't had a good game right now. Defensively, that was shocking. He's missed both his kicks. He got the penalty from right in front. And the first set of the game or second of the game, he kicked it out on set restart. Not even first tackle, and kicked it and gave the Broncos a 7-tackle set. Adam Reynolds is having a shocker right now. Cruz Versal said, I love your videos, by the way. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much. But guys, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Even if you're a Broncos fan, we still, still give you a good chat. We're 8 likes away from 50, so go and smash the thumbs up button. Let's get to 50 right damn well now. But here we go. Isako scored the try. Can he convert it? Isako's been kind of their only decent player in the last couple of weeks, and he's my personal, I'd say, second worst fullback in the comp. Corey Allen's not that great. Freddie says, oh my gosh, Cronk is so annoying. Cronk's been interestingly weird tonight. He's said a few things that I completely disagree with tonight, the old Cooper. I think he's usually quite good with his in-game insight, on-field insight, because, he's one of the best of all time, and he knows what he's talking about. But tonight, he's had some terrible takes, in my opinion. Sport Talk says, it definitely feels like Reynolds isn't with it at the moment. Yeah, exactly right. Jordan says, Eels are inconsistent. Absolutely. They haven't looked good in any of their games, really. Well, not too good. They've looked okay, but Tigers game, they literally were gifted that off the back of some really terrible defense from the Tigers. They beat the Storm fair and square, but that was in torrential conditions, so you can give excuses to the Storm, whilst the Eels can feel happy that they beat the Storm, but you can still give excuses to the Storm in torrential conditions. They beat the Sharks and they walloped the Sharks, but realistically, up until the 60th minute, the Sharks were well and truly in that game, and then because they had 0 players on the bench for the final 60 minutes of the game, or 70 minutes of the game, the Sharks fell away like the Raiders did against the Warriors. Who was the other game against? I can't remember who the other game was against was, but the Eels have looked fine. They're 4-0, but they're not. I wouldn't put them anywhere near the Panthers or the Rabbitohs right now, in my personal opinion. But there you go. Dasmate says, why were Tigers fans saying robbed? They thought that it was not offside. They thought that the Eels player was offside. Was it Blake Ferguson? I think it was Ferguson. But he was onside. So Broncos here with the ball, 5th tackle, 35 metres out, and the Broncos are having a little bit of an attack here. They're having a little bit of a cheeky attack, and that's going to be allowed to bounce. Coates going to throw that ball back here. Broncos here with the ball. The Rabbitohs haven't even touched this in the last 5-10 minutes. The Rabbitohs have not even touched this ball in the last 5-10 minutes. Milford here with, what is Milford? 5th tackle, bro. Oh, brother. Anthony Milford, eh? Anthony Milford, eh? You don't kick it on 5th tackle. Nice, mate. Braithwaite says, guy who put a mill on puts her beer down. What? The shit? I know what you're trying to say, but you made a mistake. FIGC says Geelong is your favourite team. Absolutely, son. Not been playing that great this year, but guess what? We're still 2-1, baby. Oh, I like it. So second tackle of the Rabbitohs. They're, 35 metres out here from their own line. Out to the left-hand side, and Jai Arrow's going to knock the ball on. How bad have the Rabbitohs been in the last 5-10 minutes? I'm actually in shock. The Rabbitohs look horrific in this last 5 to 10 minutes. They've dropped the ball 3 or 4 times. They started this game off with 10 from 10 completed sets, and now they're probably 0 from 3 in their past 3 sets. This is crazy. Bob says, that's the only MILF I don't like to see. That's a great comment. Turpin out to the right-hand side here. Gets it out. Right-hand side. Broncos here. Testing new. It's stupid. I don't know what he's trying to do there. He's going to get taken over the sideline if he's not careful. Third tackle of the Broncos. They're 18 metres out here. this Rabbitohs in the last 5-10 minutes have been shocking. They've been like diabolical in this last 5-10 minutes. 4 tackle here, 15 minutes out. What's going on with the Rabbits? Far out. Right hand side here, Broncos did, and underneath, I think that's a knock on. It is a knock on. So it'll be a knock on there against the Broncos. But jeez, Rabbits get lucky there. Minty Rabbitoh says, old Broncos are putting up a fight. No, I think the Rabbitohs are doing this to himself. Jeez. Oscar versus, do you think the Titans have been the Knights? I think we're winning 13 plus, yes. Gus Harris says, Tigers versus Cows. They've had hazardous first 4 opponents. Do they perform at Leichhardt versus the Cowboys? That offside last week was awkward. Looked a mile off, but was on King Gutho. It looked a mile off live. Slow it down and look at it, and I'm pretty certain that's onside. But as it was live, I was streaming. I called it that it was offside by a mile. I thought they were robbed, but when you go and have a look at it again, he looks like he could be onside there. I think he's in front of the body frame of Gutherson on the right-hand side, but I don't think he's in front of where the ball is coming off the foot, which means he would be then offside. So it's awkward because of that reasoning, that he's in front of the body, but he's not in front of the foot, which would mean he's onside. So yeah, that's why it looks really strange in my personal opinion. But live looks about 3 years offside. Tigers don't like to play for anything. When they play for something, as in like Tommy Raudonikis on Sunday, the last 2 times I can remember them actually playing for something, the old Tigers, or 3 times, sorry. All 3 of them at Leichhardt. One was for Robbie Farah's 300th or whatever against the Titans, and I think Jared Hayne made, it was Campbelltown, wasn't it? It could have been at Campbelltown. Anyway, the point of the matter is that the Titans and Jared Hayne... Oh, that's a knock-on for the Broncos, is it? No, he's caught that one. Jeez, he got lucky there. Jared Hayne made that his house on the 300th. Or it could have been Ryan James in that game. Actually, it came... No, it wasn't Leichhardt. It was when Ryan James smashed Tedesco in that game. So they had that to play for, and they lost that game. The other game, they had to play the Raiders on the Sunday, the last game of the season in 2016. And if they won, they made the finals for the first time since 2011. And they lost. And they lost by about 50, right? And then they played in 2019. I was at this game. Oh, that's a knock-on from Xavier Coates. No, they're not going to call it? Okay. 4th tackle with the Broncos, 40 minutes out from their own line. Then you go and have a look at the Sharks versus Tigers at Leichhardt on Sunday. I was there, I vlogged this game, and Paul Gallen kicked a field goal. And if the Tigers had won that game, they made the finals. The Sharks win, then they make the finals. And the Sharks won because Paul Gallen kicks the field goal. So the point of the matter is the Tigers never like to play for anything that actually means something. I don't believe they're that good at Leichhardt. I am not even that great a fan of Leichhardt. But realistically, they should be beating the Cowboys. But Tamalolo is back for the Cowboys. I've tipped the Cowboys. Minty Rabbitoh says, okay, boys, time to put some points on. Fair enough. Chris Harrison says, what a hit. Yeah, good hit. So the Rabbitohs here will have a 7 tackle set, and they need to really smarten up because they have looked shocking. Absolutely shocking in this last 15 minutes. So Rabbitohs here, go out to the left-hand side. I'm just going to turn this one out. Set restart here for the Rabbitohs. They're going to be on first tackle here, about 35 minutes out, second tackle now. Algie says, yo, BKR Raiders were pretty good last week. Just think we need to fix it. Oh, no, I don't think you were good last week. I don't think either of the teams were good. But you guys had too many errors as well. Mate, we had 67% completion rate. We don't have a 67% completion rate, and there's absolutely no way that I believe the Raiders even closely run away with that. I don't think Raiders were good at all in that game. I thought both teams were pretty poor, to be honest with you, and I think if the Titans weren't 67% completion rate, they probably... I would nearly go on and say win. I thought they were actually better with the ball, but they just couldn't put the ball over the try line. Ray's defense was good. Don't get me wrong, Ray's defense was good. Benji Marshall here. Reynolds had Gagai. Gagai left-hand side gets it off to Johnson too early to Johnson there from Gagai. And Johnson with the ball here, about 18 minutes out here. No, I think that the Titans with the ball were better to watch, but just couldn't score, and the Rays' defense was good, but I thought the Rays' attack was pretty poor. And there's no way they deserve to win that game by 14 points. I don't think anyone could say that, not even Rays fans. Actually, the Rays fans I was with said that they absolutely didn't agree with that. Fifth tackle here, Rabbitohs, and Reynolds is going to knock the ball on. I'm sorry, Reynolds has been the worst player on the field today for both teams. Adam Reynolds has been the worst player on the field today for both teams. By a long way too, I would personally say. I would say that Adam Reynolds has been the worst player on the field here for both teams by a long way. This is poor. This is really... he's playing very poorly. He is playing like someone who doesn't want a contract right now. I'm sorry. I get the media shit, but, a lot of teams go through it. A lot of players go through it, man. You know, you got to show that you're sticking by. I understand that you got a lot of shit going on behind closed doors, man. But you can't play like this if you're wanting to prove yourself as the guy that they need to be signed for longer than 1 year. Chris Harrison says, who do you think will win the grand final? Panthers. All right, so set restart here for the Broncos. I'm actually embarrassed to be watching the Rabbitohs in this last 10 minutes. They have looked really, really bad. Again, they're going to give a set restart here. They have looked really bad in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, nearly 20 minutes. So second tackle here, 40 metres out. It's going to be 45 metres out here for the Broncos. So 3 set restarts for the Rabbitohs, 1 set restart for the Broncos. And this is what I was saying last week with the Storm game with the Broncos. It was about this point where the Storm started running away with it, and Pappenhausen started running away with it. But like, this is what I was saying last week. The Broncos know how to bring you down to their shitness, and you have to play at their level, and they're gonna win. Oh, Saka with one of the worst kicks you'll ever see in your life. Oh, brother. Oh my God. That was dead set, one of the worst tackles, and it's going to be a penalty to the Broncos too. That sums, oh my God. The Broncos know how to bring you down to their level and make you shit, and then they implore you to outplay them being shit. As Chris says, Anthony Milford has done some good kicks. I haven't thought this game was about kicks at all, to be honest with you, man. I personally haven't seen any kicks that I would really be, calling home about, like, from either team. Milford's been good to see. I think Milford's been really harshly criticised this year. Like, yes, he's poor, but in the same sense, like, there's a couple of games he was very good. Reynolds here with the left-hand side, gets it off to Benji. Benji underneath. Oh, that's an unbelievable tackle there by Dearden. Dearden's been probably the Broncos' best player so far, in my opinion. Benji Marshall with the ball, gets it off to Jai Arrow. Jai Arrow underneath the post. He's going to be about 2 metres out here. 4 tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Gets off to Damien Cook. Cook here. Gets it off to Nichols. Nichols is going to get slapped down himself here. It's a fit tackle here. And Damien Cook, look, where's he going to go? Left, right, good night. He goes out to the left-hand side here, gets it back here to Benji. Benji kicks it through. I think that's played out there. And that's going to be a knock-on for the Broncos. That's going to be another set here for the Rabbitohs. 10 minutes to go here, 9 minutes to go here of the first half, guys. It is 10-6 the Rabbitohs, and they're going to get another set right in front. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. But 9 minutes to go here, and the Rabbitohs, they're attacking, but they're not looking that good still. Minty Rabbitoh says, I need a try. No, you don't need a try. You want to try, but you don't need it at all. The Broncos aren't playing good, mind you. The Rabbitohs are just playing really poorly. And they're still up by 4. Saka says, who do you think for Dally M? I'm going to... Jeez, you probably... Look, I don't necessarily believe Jerome Luai's out of it, but in the same sense, we all know that it's going to go to a pretty boy. Yeah, that's going to be a strip, I think. That's going to be a strip, or it's going to be a knock-on. That's gone backwards anyway, though, mind you. That's gone backwards anyway, mind you. Look how bad the Rabbitohs are playing right now. Like, do not tell me this is Broncos playing well. Do not tell me the Broncos are playing well, because they're absolutely not. Like, what on earth? And that's 100% back, by the way. He's literally facing his own try line here. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So he still had the ball here, and then he drops it backwards. So I'm not too sure how that's knock on, but cool. Aiden Bowen says, who do you want to win? Well, I don't really care, Rabbitohs, but like, it's just really poor from the Rabbitohs right now. They don't look like a championship contending team right now. So Broncos at the left-hand side here, 10 metres out, and that's another time in the attacking 10 where they've dropped the ball or kicked it dead. Like, I'm sorry. Someone says Rabbits will open the floodgates second half. Mate, they should open the floodgates now. This isn't acceptable as a team that thinks that they're going to be winning the comp. Look at how the Panthers put this team... Well, actually, the Panthers didn't play them, did they? Look at how the Storm put them to bed last week. You better hope... The Rabbitohs fans better hope they put it to bed in the second half, because right now, they are, buddy, not putting nothing to bed. Zadkovic Raj says, St Kilda need Revolt to come out of retirement. St Kilda need to... I don't know what St Kilda need to do. They've always been a pretty diabolical team. Ever since they lost that grand final rematch, they've just never been able to find that magic. Oh my God, the Rabbitohs nearly knocked that ball on their own 20. Latrell Mitchell, my God. So Alex Johnson with the ball here. Oh, he's going to go to the right-hand side here. He's going to go to the right-hand side here. Alex Johnson could get the ball away. Good tackle by the Broncos, but he's still going to get an extra 15 metres there. Sport Talk says nowadays he's pretty much dropped half equals knock on. Rabbitohs here with the ball 30 metres out. Something Sandler says they did the same last week against the Doggies. Who did? Who played? Oh, yeah, the Rabbitohs against the Dogs. Yeah, I guess they did in the first 20 minutes. Like, the Dogs weren't good, but the Rabbitohs were just poor, and then the Rabbitohs flew away with it. But, like, still, the Rabbitohs never looked this bad. This is what I said last week. The Broncos know how to make you be shit and then play you at their own game. So Rabbitohs right-hand side here. Reynolds gets it off to Kolomatangi. Out to the right-hand side here. Murray is going to get taken down here. So I probably should pass that to Mansour, who probably would have passed that back into the centre of the field. I'm surprised he didn't get that offload away. And up it goes. Adam Reynolds. That's a shocking kick. It's going to be a good kick. Sorry, I thought that was going out in the full. So Osako here with the ball. He's going to get away from Damien Cook, and he's going to get taken down about 10 metres out from their own line. 5.5 minutes to go here of the first half. Dasman says Latrell has been quiet. Who hasn't been quiet from the Rabbitohs? Damien Cook started off very well in the opening 5 minutes. Since then, what's he done? Reynolds has been terrible. That's a knock-on from Dearden, isn't it? Ooh, I'm sorry? Did he not just lose that ball in front of everybody? Did Dearden not... Hello? Like, hello? Hello? Is that not a knock-on or what? Lizia Hiffo says, hello? Hello? Broncos here with the ball. Is anybody there? Can someone please tell me how that wasn't the knock-on from the didn't? Alright, so Rabbitohs here with the ball, 30 minutes out. Be careful, Daz. Not you, as in, like, you know what I'm talking about right now. It could be a troll. So first tackle here for the Rabbitohs, 40 minutes out from their own line. And it's going to be a guy here with the ball, 45 metres out from their own line. Oh, the Easter show. Cool, that's great. Can we please watch the game that we're here for? Thank you. Don't care about the fireworks. Third tackle here, 45 metres out here from the Broncos line. Slim and Sandler says, shouldn't be surprised Ben coming. I just don't understand. And why haven't, by the way, Fox or Nine showed the knock-on? Why haven't they showed it? Because it's a clear knock-on. That's why they're not showing it. So fourth tackle here for the Rabbitohs. They're 38 metres out here from the line. Out to the left-hand side here for the Rabbits. Chris Harrison says, hello. Hello. Fifth tackle here. 30 metres out. Right-hand side the Rabbitohs. No, Damien Cook's looking out to the left. He will go out to the left. Benji Marshall underneath. Gets it off to Latrell. Latrell here to Gagai. Gagai to Johnson. Johnson here with the ball still. Kicks it inside. That's going to be Broncos who catch the ball. How are the Rabbitohs allowing... Okay. Mitch Rabbitohs says, good catch. Yeah. Ciueli says, yo, hello Ciueli. Jordan says, try. Yeah? Try? If there's not a try in the next 10 seconds, you're getting timed out, my bro. So second tackle here with the Broncos. They're 35 metres out from the line. If they don't score a try in the next 30 seconds, I'm timing you out. So third tackle here. Broncos, left-hand side. Gets it out to the left-hand side. Milford. And Isako gets taken down here 35 metres out. And nope, that's Broncos down again, 40 minutes out. Jeez, okay. Says Jordan, see you in 5 minutes, my man. See you in 5 minutes, my man, for trying to troll. Alright, back to the game. And that's going to be Rabbitohs with the ball, 20 minutes out here from their own line. Tasman says, bye-bye. I just don't understand why people say try. It's like, dude, I'm watching the game live. I might be like 10 seconds behind, but in the same sense, like, I know if there's a try or not. Like, it's like people say goal in the A-League. It's like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. So 2 minutes 45 to go here of the first half. Second tackle here for the Rabbitohs. 40 minutes out here from their own line. Underneath. And it's going to be at the halfway line. So 2.5 minutes left here. Rabbitohs, Damien Cook, this should be a try here. Benji Marshall, left-hand side, gets it off to Gagai. Gagai here underneath. Oh, look at this defense. This is poor. Oh, Gagai here underneath. Reynolds, try time underneath the post. He's had a shocker of a game, but he still scores a try. Follows up underneath there. Obviously, he'll take it. Both halves have scored tonight, mind you. Benji Marshall and Adam Reynolds there. Which is pretty interesting, considering the halves don't necessarily usually score, but both halves score, and pretty easy try there for the Broncos in the end. They've been really poor for the last probably 25 minutes, Rabbitohs, but they still found a way to score the try. Cronzy says, let's go. Father Play says they need to tackle. CLE, I'm going to have to time you out, my man. Please don't spam, and also... stop asking me to do something ridiculous. Just bloody, be normal, please. One second, I'm going to have to time you out. Moderators, people who spamming, please time them out. All right, so back to the game here, because I just can't see the actual comments from people who are, being good. So Rabbitohs there with a nice little try there. Benji Marshall as well, having a nice little influence there. Benji Marshall's had a pretty good game besides... he gave away that pass, obviously that knock-on, forward pass, whatever you want to call it, which led to the Broncos try. But besides that, Chris Harrison says the Fox has been quiet this year. Yeah, he's been quiet, but in the same sense, he'll be fine. He is going to the Dogs. He's probably nervous about going to the Dogs. He's probably nervous about going to a team that just looks shocking. Mustard says Reynolds, convert your own try. What's right in front? Like literally in front of the post. Freddie says, wow, I feel bad for Jordan. Jordan, he was right. No, he wasn't. No, he was trolling. It was literally 3 minutes before the try. He's not 3 minutes ahead of the live game. He was trolling. He got very lucky that 3 minutes later there was the try, my friend. Nice little try there by the Rabbitohs. Benji Marshall gets off to Gagai, and Gagai just broke away from those 2 tackles there. That was terrible defense from the Broncos. So GT says, bye for footy next time. All right, bro, have a good one. So realistically, the Rabbitohs, let's see if they can pull away from here. This is what the Storm did. They scored a try and they just kept going on with it. I know it was Ryan Pappenhausen who went bang, 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 but 7 Islanders Dragons from 88. Absolutely goddamn not. They have played nobody. Dragons fans are some of the most unrealistic fans I've ever seen on the planet. Like, it actually baffles me how Dragons fans are continuously talking as if they're an 8 contention team. They have played nobody. Nobody. Like, come on, man. Like, when do you actually get sick of hearing your own dribble? So, 56 seconds, not you, Samuel, just like all Dragons fans right now. So, first tackle over the Rabbitohs. They're 30 metres out here from their own line. Simon Sandler says, Pappenhausen was a Doggies fan growing up. Was he really? Are you sure, mate? Are you sure? See you later, Dirty Party. Have a good one, being timed out, bro. Actually, no, I'm probably just going to hide you. You're obviously just here to troll. All right, so literally 40 seconds to go here. 40 seconds to go here of the first half. It's going to be 4th tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Can we see a nice little first 2-point field goal here? You know what would suck is that, like, Hayden didn't call it for this game, but in the same sense, like, oh, Reynolds here. It's going to be a 42. Oh! Is he going to get it? Is that 2 points? Oh, my God, he got the first 2-point field goal ever. We just saw first 2-point field goal ever. We just saw the first 2-point field goal ever. Like, that's just out of nowhere. Adam Reynolds is one of the worst first halves he's ever had, and then he goes and kicks a 45-metre field goal for the first 2-point field goal in history. Sport Talk, Hayden didn't call that. He called Dragons versus Cowboys. 2-point field goal. He didn't call the Rabbitohs game, no. He'll claim that he called it this weekend, but he called it for the Dragons-Cowboys game. Molly Jackson says, please don't give him away. I just can't believe that. That came out of nowhere. That's 45 metres out, 2-point field goal. And he's missed 2 conversions, but he goes and kicks a 2-point field goal. Unbelievable. Foster Places, that definitely crushed the Broncos. Mate, that probably puts the knife in the chest. The Broncos were shocking in the first half, but they weren't. They were lucky the Rabbitohs were even worse, in my opinion. The Rabbitohs were worse than the Broncos in the first half and still lead this half 18-6. The Rabbitohs played worse than the Broncos in the first half and still lead 18-6. Tells everything you need to know. So, halftime here, guys. 18-6. Rabbitohs kicked a 2-point field goal there through Adam Reynolds. First one ever. First one in history. 2-point field goal. We're waiting for it. Finally happened. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let me know in the chat what your thoughts are of the game so far. Sport Action says they missed Cody Walker. No, bro. This is just them not having a good game. Every team goes through it every now and then. Broncos made the Storm look shit for the first half last week too. Desmond says, on behalf of us Doggies fans, we apologise for ruining the careers of Matt Burton and Addo Carr. Who else? Who else have you ruined the career of? People will argue Corey Allen. I never rated him at the Rabbitohs. Who else is there at the Doggies? Like, this is what's crazy. I can't think of their back line right now, and I can't really think of their forward line outside of Josh Jackson. Who is the Dogs forward line? That team is shocking. Saga says, are Dragons making 8? No. Simon Sandler says, not ruining careers, they chose to come. Nick Kotrich, yeah, that's a good call, does mate. Nick Kotrich, yeah, you definitely want to throw that one in there. Zagovic, Raj says, Napa. Oh, no. Oh, not this again. Lads, come on. Come on, lads. There comes a point. There comes a point, lad. Now we're getting into the Napa shit again. May as well, buddy, make a shirt about Napa at this point. Chris Harrison says, Sharks will get the 8. Disagree. Dasmate says, no, Napa is... Oh, okay. Simon Sandler says he's an idiot. Alright, so Cronzy says, Dasmate, they need them for a better spine that will help you play better. Mate, the Dogs need a lot more than a spine right now. They need everything. They need a spine. They need an X-Factor player. even the Tigers have someone like a Dane Laurie. Like, who do the bloody Doggies have? Sport says Milford is 26 and trash. I don't get it. Look, the reason why is because I think that he's one of those players that would have bought. Actually, I'm not going to tell you a story. I'm not going to tell you a story because it's not my story to tell. If Adam was on here, I'd tell it. But he's not here, so I'm not going to say it. But I think he's bought into his own hype. And I can base that off my own personal experience with him. I just don't think that he realised that he just didn't go on with 2015, 2016 and probably just expected it, to be honest with you. Expected to be as good. Broncos also, you can't just blame Milford. Like, this is why this season he's very, very harshly critiqued. This year he's been bad, but he hasn't been as bad as the whole team has been bad. Last year they won the wooden spoon. Why did he only get the blame? Yes, he's on $1 million or whatever, which is well and truly too much. But I'm sorry, you can't blame the one player for that. You know, it's not just a halfback's fault why the team is so shit, right? Who was their hooker last year? Turpin? Like, come on, man. Like Turpin, right? Who was their 5'8"? Brody Croft? Who was their fullback? Jermaine Asako. You know, why do people continuously say it's all Milford's fault? Well, I'm the first person to say, Milford, you're an idiot. I know what he's done personally. I've watched him be an absolute arsehole in person. But in the same sense, no, I nearly said it there. But, I just don't understand why he gets so harshly criticised when everyone on that team is absolutely diabolical. Aussie Pride says Tigers won't make the 8, but hey, that's my team. Go Tigers. You are a smart man. You're a smart man. Destin says Turpin is actually pretty good. What would you rate him in the hookers? Okay, so there's 16 teams, right? So there's 16 hookers. Tell me what position you would put him in. If he's pretty good, he has to be at least top 8. But okay, so we got Damien Cook who's above him. Apicottisau who's above him. Okay, they're the two main hookers. You definitely go Harry Grant's above him. I would even say Brandon Smith's above him. The way that Mitch Rain's been playing this year has been pretty damn well good. Not that he's good at all, but I still would rate Mitch Rain even over Turpin. Wade Egan, I'd probably still put Wade Egan over Turpin. Oh, Turpin probably gets it. Turpin doesn't excite me at all, man. Like, you gotta have a look. Reed Marnie's better than him. I don't know where you're getting that from, that he's pretty good. I disagree. I actually disagree. I don't think Turpin's that good. That's my opinion. Like I said, this is on these streams, guys. If I'm talking directly to you and you feel like I'm saying something that you don't like, don't think that I'm insulting you per se, unless I'm calling you an idiot. I'm just kind of discussing with you and saying, in my opinion, I think it's ridiculous. I don't think he's that good. He's definitely not a top 8 hooker. Someone says, Blaze, did you hear Titans offered contract to Daryl Clark? Did they really, mate? Did they really? Aussie Prize says Pappenhausen was at Tigers, Adokar as well. What's wrong? I think it's front office. Yeah, Tigers have had a lot of players over the years. Marika Korobetti in the Wallabies also played there before he went to the Melbourne Rebels. A lot of players. James Tedesco. Lot of players. Didn't... No, he was Bulldogs. Don't worry. But yeah, point of the matter is that, yeah, crazy. Desson says, maybe not good, but he isn't kind of bad. I think he is a hooker for a team that came last. So, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure I'd be putting him anywhere near any. Look, yes, like I just said, like it's not one player's fault. So Turpin isn't going to be 16th because his team came last. But I wouldn't put him anywhere near, realistically, in many teams' players. Even Jaden Brayley or Blake Brayley. But he had a good game the other night, actually, for the Sharkies against the Cowboys. When I'm saying that I believe Wade Egan could actually be someone I'd prefer over Turpin, that's telling you a lot. But, it's all down to opinions. That's just my opinion. Destin says then Deaton is bad and Tony Stagg is bad. Well, that's why I say it. Like, just because the team came 16th doesn't mean they're 16th. Staggs is my probably number one centre in the game. My personal. I love watching him play the most out of any team. Katoni Staggs. Love his videos too. Sorry, I had to do it. What was the other one? And Dearden's okay. Like, Dearden's young. Like, we haven't seen anything from Dearden. Like, you can't be... Don't even try and tell me he's a top... Like, look, What is he playing? He's playing the 6, right? He's playing the 6 because Milford would be in the 7, or is Milford in the 6 and Diddon's in the 7? I think Diddon's in the 7, Milford 6. So you compare with the other 7s. So you look at Adam Reynolds. You look at Cleary. You'd still look at Cherry Evans. I'd take Fogarty over Diddon. You got obviously Jerome Hughes. I'm sorry, but still, like, we're getting into a point of, like, I'm not taking Diddon over a good 10 other halves right now. But Diddon's young, so a long way to go. Block Roast, I have in my top 4 fullbacks. Who do you have? Isako. Oh, no. Okay, you're trolling. Oh, brother. I can't be bothered with your trolling tonight. Just time out, Blocker Roach, lads. Moderators, he's just going to be an idiot. Aussie Pride says, what's your thoughts on the amount of injuries already? Newcastle decimated last weekend. Oh, yeah, there is a lot of injuries. Yeah, we all know this, though, lads. Like, we've all known this since the start of the season that we're going to see a very, very hefty rise in injuries due to obviously, what's it called? How much? Sorry, guys, my computer's going really slow right now. Just time out a few trolls. What's it called? What was I saying? I can't even remember what I'm saying now. Chris Harris says Titans or Knights, or Titans by 13 plus. Samuel Allen says, do you still think Titans will make the 8? Yes, because I don't think there's a great deal of teams that are pushing for the 8 right now. Mitchy Boy says, who's your favourite NRL team? Titans, man. I'm from the Gold Coast, so. Destin says, Payne Haas is a moist meter, man. He's a fantastic player, don't get me wrong. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just be bad because your team comes last. It's kind of shit. Yeah, thanks, Duffies. Well, thanks, moderators who were there. For some reason, there's quite a few trolls tonight. Good luck, lads. Good luck. You ain't gonna get me, baby. I'll just time that Blocker Roach, though, because he's just here all the time. Isaac on Gatorade says, Panthers or Raiders? I've taken the Panthers. Interesting game, but I'll take on the pennies. Simon Sandler says, Jason Tamalolo is like the Drummond of the NRL, puts up good stats, but doesn't have a winning impact. Ooh, big call. Big call. Good call-ish. Tonga, different. Cowboys, agree. I would say, but then again, you can't blame one player. I think that Tamalolo will come back and he'll win this week, though. So I kind of disagree with what you're saying. I kind of do. Because I feel like Tamalolo coming back this week, I've tipped the Cowboys against the Tigers. But I understand what you're saying in the sense that it's not like he comes and brings that. He's a lock, though. Like, what do you expect from a lock? Like, you shouldn't be expecting a lock to be your bread and butter to win the games. Mitchell Boy says, who's your least favourite team? I just don't really care about any other team enough to hate them. I grew up in Brisbane until I was 13 years old, but I would say Broncos just because of the rivalry, and just because, Broncos fans are very, very fun to troll. Very fun to troll. So, yeah. Minty Rabbitohs says, do you think Manly should get rid of DCE? They can't. They got a contract with him for, another 3-4 years? When did they get him? 2014? I think 3 more years until he's out of his $1 million per year contract. Unless another team was willing to take over that $1 million per year contract for the next 3 years, he won't be going nowhere. He won't be going nowhere. Aussie Prize says, if we don't win for Tommy Redondo because at Leichhardt, we better give it away. Mate, you didn't win for... This is just me telling you how it went. This is not me insulting. This is just me telling you how it went. You lost at Leichhardt on a beautiful Sunday against the Raiders by 50 points to make the finals. Titans made the finals 2016. You lost the Sharks on a game that if they won, they made the finals. If you won, you make the finals at Leichhardt on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And Paul Gallen kicked a field goal. Paul Gallen. Right, kicked a field goal. So you lose that game too. You then go also back in 2016 as well when Robbie Farrow had his 300th game or whatever and Ryan James demolished the Tigers and beat him. The Tigers don't know how to win games that mean something for them. They don't know how to win games that mean something for them. If they win this game, great. Right? They should. They are the favourites for a reason. But I saw against the Eels some of the worst defense I've ever seen. And with Tamalolo coming back, I believe that he'll be able to help them win that game. Do I think they'll win many other games? No. Cowboys are terrible. But I think that Tamalolo might be able to help them, get a bit more of a, domination in regards to the forwards. Because the Tigers forwards aren't that great. Backline's not that great. Probably Tigers backline's better than the Cowboys attack, though. The Cowboys backline, I guess. Quinton Ruteni says, most fun play to watch, Ryan Pappenhausen. I'd go Pappenhausen, yes. If I'm saying as a Titans fan, I'd say right now for feeder. Last year, Brimo. But this year, even Fussmalo is pretty fun to watch, to be honest with you. But overall, I would say Look, to be honest with you, on a personal level, I'm going to say David Fafita and Viliami Kickout, Tosaviti. Simply because I think the game really emphasises back rowers, second rowers, who are big, not too big, but big, have a bit of pace about them, can bump off. I think fullbacks are kind of getting phased out as the main superstar, and I feel like they're really targeting the hooker role and also the second row forward role to really emphasise as the key players that you guys notice. And when I say you guys, I mean me as well, as in the fans notice. I think the fullback was a very big, and it will always be an emphasis, but I think the main emphasis is being driven to that dummy half role and being driven to that second row role where they can bang through, are fast, and have the pace to get going. Destin says, if Tony Staggs signs another team, I love myself. No, I think he'll stay, brother. I think he'll stay. Jim Jones says, you got timed out for being a Storm supporter. Who got timed out? Someone probably got timed out for trolling. Oh, Sport Access, why did I get timed out? Probably because the admins, the moderators thought you were a troll. Because yeah, but you're a good troll. Like, you're a troll that actually contributes rather than just says, buddy, Isako, top 4 fullbacks. It's like, if you think Isako is in the top 4 fullback, I rated him last in the team maker. I'd probably put him second last above Corey Allen. But if you think that Jermaine Isako is a top 4 hooker, a top 4 fullback, if you think he's a top 4 hooker too, he's probably the same ranking as hooker as he is in fullback. Come on, man. Like, do better. Mitchy Boy says, if Adam Reynolds leave Rabbitohs for Cowboys, I'm going to be really sad. He won't, man. He'll stay. Don't you worry. He'll stay. As Isaac says, Teddy or Pappenhausen? I think Teddy is the better player. I still think Teddy is the greatest player we've got in the game right now as a fullback. But Pappenhausen's my personal favourite. I love watching him play. Some Sandler says, Barrett put Corey Allen at centre this week. Well, shit. Buddy, Trent Barrett wouldn't know how to win a chook raffle. He wouldn't know how to win a meat buddy pie competition at the local RSL. Contrast Media says, Clint Gufferson's first team was the Manly. Was he really at Manly beforehand? He was, wasn't he? Was he originally like very young, like when he was his earliest days? Was he at Manly, or are you just talking shit right now? Because it rings a bell for me. Obviously, he's known as Parramatta, but like that rings a bell. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Clinton Gutherson? Oh no, I don't know. Oh, he wasn't Manly. Yeah, that is right. NRL Clips says, go Adam Reynolds kicking. Yeah, fantastic 2-point field goal. So, guys, the second half is about to go on. Mitchy Boy says, you're watching the game live, eh? You're just not showing it. Yeah, due to broadcasting restrictions, man, I can never show you guys the game footage because they will copyright you immediately. We all know with a friend of mine, the NRL roast, Dean, unfortunately, he's going through some situations right now with copyright. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, the NRL roast, Roasty, it does some fantastic work off the field for social media and advertising the game and a bit of a laugh and a bit of fun. The players will get around it. Everyone gets around it. But unfortunately, copyright in this game is so ridiculous. The NBA lets you do shit with the game footage. Every sport in the world, AFL allows it. Every sport in the world except for the NRL. And it's very hard to be a creator in this community when, like, I don't even necessarily blame the NRL. I blame the broadcasting providers like Channel 9 and Fox Sports and whatnot, because it's just ridiculous to the extent. I understand with copyright in regards to showing game footage live. I would never do that. It's just stupid. Like, of course it's illegal. These companies paying billions. But if you're showing like snippet highlights to advertise the game when the game's not live, it's like, come on, man. Like, why do you even need that footage anymore? Like, you've already shown the game live. You've made your money. Like, let people advertise the game and have a good time. But cool. The NRL can do what they want. But it's very, very strict. Chris Harrison says, who's your favourite player? My favourite player is Ryan Pappenhausen. Ethan's not here, says, I'm going to go for Broncos, but I know they're going to lose. Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck, man. It's going to be an interesting half for you, my man. 18-6 for the Rabbitohs here. Did I say thumbs up, subscribe? Okay, well, if I didn't, hit that thumbs up button, guys. What are we on like right now? We are on, guarantee we're on 60-something. Just can't see it right now. It is frozen. I can't see how many likes we're on. We're on 60. So let's get 10 more likes right now before the end of half time. Right now, smash that thumbs up button. I know you can damn well do it. And also subscribe if you're new around here. Isaiah Chris says, I want the Broncos to win because of the $1 million guy. Yeah, guys, if you are just tuning in now, at the beginning of the stream, I told you about some rando dude put $1 million. $1 million down on the Rabbitohs to beat the Broncos tonight at $1.06, which means he wins $60,000 from $1 million. Right, so he risked $1 million for 60k. Like, come on, brother. Contrast Media says Marcus Sivo's first team was the Panthers too, by the way. Tossa Vitti, baby. Ooh, get around it. Micah. Got a little bit of Fiji. Jim Jones says press the like button if you think the Broncos sucks. Oh, my goodness me. You better smash that thumbs up button there immediately. So Rabbitohs here will boot the ball away and short little kick there. And the Broncos will run this one back 10 metres out. And that will be an absolutely shocking restart there for the Bronx. Your mum says, would you rather Marcus Sivo or James Tedesco on Tigers? Well, they've got Dane Laurie, I guess, so you'd bring in a winger like a Marcus Sivo. If you don't have Dane Laurie, you're taking Tedesco. I guess so. You'd take Tedesco and you put Laurie somewhere else. Nah, you'd take Tedesco. It doesn't matter what kind of question you ask, you're more than likely going to be taking Tedesco in that situation. NRL Clip says, Pups, Clive Churchill, what do you think? Fair enough. Wouldn't disagree. Didn't he win it last year? Was Pappenhausen the one who won it last year? Was that Jerome? No, I think it was Pappenhausen who won the Clive Churchill last year, didn't he? Alright, so right side here, Broncos boot this little bad boy up. Rabbitohs here, 20 metres out from their own line. Latrell Mitchell catches the ball. My buddy, anytime try scorer of Damien Cook's not looking the greatest right now. Hasn't scored just yet. Yeah, it was Pups. See, buddy, look at me go. I'm flying, mate. I'm flying. Look at me talking NRL and stuff. Who would have thought? So second tackle here for the Rabbitohs, 45 metres out here from their own line. Brandon Fraser says, if you were the Cowboys coach, how and what would you do to make them better? I would literally bomb that club. Not in the physical sense, but in the literal sense of I would blow it up like baseball. So in baseball, when you say blow up a team, it means get rid of absolutely everybody and anybody that's been a part of that team for the last 5 years and start fresh. I don't care if it takes 5 years. I don't care if it takes 10 years. I'll do what Gus Gould did with the Panthers just before they got successful. Rabbitohs here, Latrell Mitchell. Oh, look at Latrell run this ball. 20 metres out here, 4 tackle. That's what Gussie did at the Panthers. And look at them now. So Reynolds here, right-hand side. Gets it off to Mansour. Mansour here. Oh, 1 metre short here with the Rabbitohs. 5th tackle. Oh, forward pass. Forward pass. Rapid Fire TV says, what's your tip margin? I had Rabbitohs by 40. Wouldn't necessarily be surprised if they still did it, to be honest with you. But then again, that's a forward pass right there. NRL Clip says, Dally M medalist, Paps or Munster Cleary. Yeah, is that forward? Is that forward? It kind of looks like it floats forward from a backwards pass. Daniel Bates says, Minty, he'll probably spend it on 1 bottle of wine or something, the way the other people live, hey? What did Minty say? What did Buddy Minty say? Wonder what he's going to spend it. Oh, the 60,000. Probably buy a new car. That's what those rich people do, you know. They, buddy, throw down that. They get a cheeky 60k off a pretty easy bet. And then go and buy, buddy, Mercedes-Benz, You can't complain. Sachin says, if Rabbitohs win, that guy who bet on $1 million makes a minus 160k profit. No, it was $1.06, so he would make 60k. So $1 million at $1.06 would be 60k, isn't it? Yes. I did the maths myself there. What do you mean minus 160 profit? You wouldn't be betting on if you're going to lose money 100%. The whole point he's betting on is for 100%. Trevor Daly says it's going to be a huge party when the Warriors beat the Titans in the final. Mate, neither of us are any good at the moment. Forward pass from the Broncos. That was forward out of the hands. I know it was small, but it's still forward out of the hands. Oh, man, I was at the Warriors-Roosters game on Sunday, and they looked atrocious. So fit tackle here, and that's a good kick there from Milford, to be honest with you. Someone said before Milford was making some good kicks. I didn't notice them, but that was a good kick, and I noticed that one. Latrell Mitchell's been running the back really strongly in the second half. Slim and Sandal says 60k. I'm buying a bunch of shit Commodores and having a derby in the back. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Sammy Allen says, do you ever get sponsored to go to games? Yes. So second tackle here for the Rabbitohs. 25 metres out here from their own line. Benji out of the right-hand side here. Gagai, 30 metres out. Here's buddy having a good old crack. Yo, Gagai, he's made a few breaks in this game. Chris says, my dad has a Commodore. Okay, Channel 9. So 4 tackle here for the Rabbitohs. And they're about the halfway point. Slim and Sandal says, KO needs a sponsor, Blaze. Buddy, message him. Tell him. Get on to him. Get on to him. Damien Cook here. 4 tackle, sorry. Rabbitohs right-hand side here. It's still going here, Campbell Graham, and he's going to be tackled 35 metres out. Campbell Graham's not exactly been that unreal this year, considering how high and lofty his support is. Oh, what a horrendous kick from Reynolds there. Damien Cook's going to catch it, or he's not. He's going to put it back, and then Campbell Graham's going to drop it. Trevor Daly says, St. George are looking the goods at the moment, bro. Absolutely not. They have played money. How many times do I have to tell people they have played? No, about it. Comprende? It's not me having a crack at you, man. It's just me having a crack at the fact that people keep telling me this when they have not played. Nobody. Like Dragons, if they beat the Eels, cool. If they beat the Eels, congratulations. I'm proven wrong. The Dragons might be a decent team. Right? But they haven't played anybody. They even lost to the Sharkies. Comprende? So third tackle here for the Broncos. My opinion, but still. Fourth tackle here for the Broncos. Minty Rabbitoh says, you sound like Mario. I am Mario. Dasmate says, a Dragons fan said to me pre-season that they'll make the 8 because Ben Hunt would say they would. Yeah, Ben Hunt's not even playing for a few weeks, isn't he? Ooh, Sarko's twisted his leg. The top 4 fullback in the game has twisted his leg. Hope he's alright, but I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at the buddy's shit comment before. Oh, Coates here. That's going to be a knock-on from Coates. I don't know why they're chasing that through. Your mum says Micah Sivo or Justin Olam. Good question. I would personally take Olam. Myself, personally. I think, obviously, Dolceviti, baby, get around Micah Sivo. But I don't think wingers are that important anymore. I think a big, strong centre who runs the ball and gets the offload away is more important than a big winger for me. I think that Micah Sivo is one of the best wingers in the game, in my personal opinion. But I'm taking Justin Olam, who I rate as one of my top 5. At least top 10 centres. I'd probably say top. I'd probably put Justin Olam just outside top 5. Isaiah Chris says, Ben Hunt did not want it from the Broncos team when he dropped it in the 2015 final. Greatest moment ever. Third tackle here for the Rabbitohs. 30 minutes out here from their own line. 69 people watching right now. Brilliant. So third tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Underneath, out to the right side, Reynolds. Oh, knock on. Campbell Graham's been terrible in this game too. Like, I feel bad tipping the Rabbitohs by 40 here because they're going to be lucky to win by 12. They knocked the ball on more times than they touched the ball. And that's telling you something. They've knocked the ball on more times than they've touched it. How about that? Alki says, Dragons outclassed Knights in their equality side, though. Dragons have surprised a lot of people, mate. They've surprised me that they're not last. But, like, the Knights lost Pearce. They lost 100 players in the game. The Knights aren't that good. I was struggling to put them in the 8 this year. Do you guys remember that? My pre-season prediction? Come on, man. Beat the Eels. Beat the Raiders. Beat the Storm. Beat the Roosters. Beat the Panthers. Beat the Rabbitohs. Then start yapping. The Dragons lost to the Sharks, beat Cowboys, beat Manly, and beat a 50-50 Knights team that the Titans beat 36-6 the last time they played them. Like, come on, man. Then, like, shit, man. Dragons fans are so unrealistic at the moment. It's like, tell me a team that is actually good you've played. Oh, come on. So third tackle here, 5 metres out. My opinion. 48 minutes gone here. Broncos here. Oh, Dearden's going to get away here. Oh, that's going to be an intercept. Oh, it's going backwards anyway. Johnson here with the ball. Johnson here with the ball. Johnson's away here. Johnson's away here with the Rabbitohs. Johnson's away here. It's going to be Coates versus Johnson. Oh, it's going to be a knock on. Disagree. That's clearly gone backwards there. I'd be challenging this. Can you challenge this? If you challenge this and it's successful, I'm sorry, but you should have let that go. You should let that play on there, referee. Because I'm pretty certain this goes backwards. That clearly goes backwards. That's backwards. This is a terrible call there by the referee. So Johnson puts this ball down, but it clearly goes backwards there. No, I can't live with it. What are you talking about? He's facing backwards. The ball's going backwards. What do you mean you can live with the call? What is with the commentary tonight? Lizzie says Brimson or Don? Brimson. So I love Donny though. Donny's a good friend of mine. But in the game, Brimo. Samuel Allen says the Dragons 4-pack outplay one of the best. Oh my God, Dragons fans are just peak. They are peak. Dragons fans are peak. They are peak. They are absolute goddamn peak. Far out. Alright, that's enough of the Dragons here tonight, lads. It's just actually making my brain explode trying to explain the Dragons stance. They've played nobody. So third tackle with the Broncos. It's going to be 5 metres out here. I think Rabbitohs have been very harshly done by there, by that being a knock-on. Left-hand side here, Broncos, Dearden out to, is that Sarko? Sarko, pretty poor kick, but it's going to be off the Rabbitohs here, I think. I think that's off the Rabbitohs. I think this will be a set restart here, or Broncos ball maybe. Whose ball? Whose ball is this? Oh, okay, so it's going to be Rabbitohs ball here. I thought, what is this from Misako? I don't know what happened there, but did the Rabbitohs touch this? I think that's off Mansour, and I think that should be... He definitely plays at that. I would disagree with that. I would say that because Mansour is around the ball, he's clearly looking at the ball, and the ball comes in contact with his legs, I would say that should be classed as played at, and now I think the Broncos have been harshly done by there. Alki, no, that's all good, man. Like I said, man, I'm not having a go at you per se. I get so many comments from Dragons fans saying like, oh, we're a top 4 team. Like, shut your mouth if you think your Dragons are a top 4 team. Gee whiz. Fatima says, we versus the Knights. I think Titans going to win 22-24. I think we'll win by a lot more than that. Set restart here. It's actually going to be a penalty here for the Rabbitohs. Don't worry about that. It's going to be a penalty here for the Rabbitohs. But guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'm in an antagonistic mood tonight. Come on at Dragons fans left, right, and centre. I think it's just because I'm so overhearing Dragons fans say, oh, did he bite him? No, he didn't bite him. But was that a massive crusher? Yeah. I thought he bit him for a second then because his mouth was around the point. His mouth was around the point that he looked like he got hurt. All right, so Rabbitohs here. 29 minutes to go here. The Rabbitohs straight off. It's going to be pressure on the neck there, penalty. Damien Cook gets out to the right-hand side here. Rabbitohs here, 25 metres out. There's 4 penalties to the Rabbitohs today. 0 to the Broncos. Oh, that's a penalty, surely. Oh, wow, it's not going to be a penalty. Rabbitohs here gets the ball off to Nichols. Nichols here, 15 metres out, 10 metres out. Rabbitohs here, if they score here, it's definitely absolutely game over, even though it's game over since the 0 minute, but still. Damien Cook here with the ball. He gets a little bit of a pass off to Reynolds. Reynolds here, left-hand side, gets it off to Latrell. Should be a try here. Oh, good tackle, actually. Oh, that's got to be a no try. That's got to be a no try, surely. Well, look at this. They're going to call the try. Does he get tackled first here? Does he get tackled here? Does he get... is this a tackle here? He's claiming the try. Of course he's going to claim a try. He wouldn't think about double movement, but I just want to have a look here. So Latrell here, fantastic run, by the way. Dearden with a good tackle to stop him. No, I would say that's a good try. So, because Dearden falls off him. So if Dearden stays on him there, that would be classed as a try. But Dearden falls off him. So that is going to be an absolute try. And it's a good try by Latrell Mitchell too. The only reason I obviously doubted it was because Dearden does get the tackle, but I thought Dearden was still on his feet, but he wasn't. And that's why when Latrell Mitchell gets back up there, that's play on. Absolutely. So, very good try. Very, very, very strong try there. Rabbits have been very poor tonight in this game, but very, very, very solid try. Josh Simpson, Latrell is doing very well for the Rabbitohs. Second half, he is. First half, he was really... It wasn't anywhere. He wasn't bad. He wasn't good. He was just kind of there. But second half, he's definitely been pretty decent. Arthur says, you stream Warriors game tomorrow? Yes, absolutely. I'll be doing both NRL games tomorrow. I won't be going to either of the games. I was considering going to Panthers Raiders, but... Oh, that's out in the full. So, the Rabbitohs are about to open the floodgates, lads. Here comes the floodgates, lads. The Broncos kick it out in the full, and my goodness me. Eva's on here says, who do you think will win the premiership? Pennies. All right, so, and I said this before the season started, so penalty here to the Rabbitohs and Kevy Walters. Jeez, he is not looking good right now, is he, the Bronco fans? Is he, Bronco fans? Fatima says, shut up, Nightbot. I can't even see Nightbot. Where's Nightbot commenting? I dead set can't even see Nightbot. So it's crazy that Nightbot's commenting when I can't even see it. Alrighty, so I don't even have Nightbot on this buddy channel, by the way. I don't know where Nightbot came from. I never, ever, ever had Nightbot. I don't know. Oh, I might have one time, but like we got rid of it because of this shit. I don't get it. Oh my god. There we go. The Rabbitohs here, 20 minutes out, second tackle. I'm actually scared for the Broncos here. I'm scared for the Broncos here. Damien Cook here gets the ball to Nichols. Nichols here underneath. 15 minutes out. What do you reckon? The little Damien Cook, little dummy run. Little dummy, Damien Cook. Left-hand side, gets it off. That's 5 metres out here for tackle with the Rabbitohs. About to make it 30-6 here. About to make it 36. Damien Cook here. Oh, he's going to go himself. He's going to score. Oh, he could have actually scored himself there, to be honest with you. Rabbitohs out to the right hand side here. Reynolds, what are you doing, bro? I'm sorry. Don't tell me. He's going to kick a 2-point field goal and also have his worst game of his career in the one game. FYI. Just because he kicked a 2-point field goal and also scored the try that was a drawing pass. I'm sorry. Reynolds has been one of the worst for the Rabbitohs tonight by a long way. My comment section is messing up right now. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to get my comment section back up on my phone on a different thing out here. 1 second. Give me 2 secs. For some reason, the comment section is just really... It's whacking out right now. It is whacking out. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. Nightbot said stop spamming a few minutes ago. Well, do that. Do stop spamming. Frenchie says, what Saturday days are you going to stream? I won't be streaming on Saturday. I might stream Roosters Sharks if I can, but I'll be at the Titans versus Knights game. 40-20 attempt there, and it's going to be lucky to even get to the try line in the sense of it is not anywhere near the sideline. Johnson here with the ball, and he's going to get tackled 15 metres out here from their own line. Let me know what your final score predictions are, guys. There's still 25 minutes to go here. It's an 18-point game. Oh, is it? Yeah, 18-point game here. I tipped the Rabbitohs by 40. Wouldn't be surprised if this still happened. So right-hand side here, Rabbitohs. 30 metres out even their own line. Not making a great deal of metres either. Frenchie says, are you streaming the Eels game? Probably, mate. Probably. So 4 tackle here. Rabbitohs make a decent 10 metres there. 45 metres out even their own line. Foster plays is the top 5 metres gained to all Rabbitohs. Yeah, the Broncos have been that bad. There we go, Latrell Mitchell. Latrell Mitchell at the left-hand side here, and this is when my computer decides to freeze. Can't see anything happening right now besides a 42% loading on KO. Come on, please. Okay, cool. Let's just wait here. Well, it still goes. Latrell Mitchell out to the Dane Gagai. Gagai here. He's going to be 40 metres out here from the Broncos line. It's back on, by the way, obviously. But I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. As Chris says, Steve Roach said Broncos have a potential. Good luck. Oh, that's an unbelievable catch there by Asako. He's having a good couple of weeks. I'll give him credit for that. He's having a good couple of weeks. Rapid Fire TV says, before the game, this thought 28-6 for the Rabbits, but right now we change it to 36-8. Why? No, well, the Broncos aren't taking it too. So if you think it's going to be 36, then you'd say 36-6. The Broncos won't take a 2 at any point in this game. It doesn't matter if it's on the 80th minute. They're not taking a 2 at any point in this game. For the places I would kill for the Broncos to score again. If they score, it'll be a try. It's not going to be a 2-pointer. I say, Chris, how come you say he's the worst fullback? I'd say second worst fullback. That's a knock on there. No, it's going to be a strip there. They could take the 2 here. They're not going to, though. But because he's one of the bottom 2. Like, besides Corey Allen, AJ Brimson's above him. Tedesco's above him. Pappenhausen's above him. Will Kennedy is above him. Is Valentine Holmes the fullback there? He's above him. Even is it Drinkwater there fullback? Who's the Cowboys fullback nowadays? Tuivasa-Sheck above him. Trbojevic injured 100 times a year above him. Gutherson above him. Kalen Ponga above him. Chance Nickel-Klokstad above him. Name me a better fullback besides Corey Allen. No, sorry, name me a worse fullback besides Corey Allen that you would say that Jermaine Asako was better than. Dasmate says Holmes is Cowboys fullback, isn't he? I think he went to the wing on the weekend. I think it was a wing for the Cowboys on the weekend. So Broncos here, left-hand side, first tackle, 22 minutes to go here. Broncos with the ball, 15 minutes out. Isaiah Chris says Tedesco's the best fullback. Absolutely. So second tackle here, right-hand side. Oh, that was a decent little pass there. Close to 4, but it will be a decent little pass there. So third tackle. Third tackle here for the Broncos. 5 metres out, little dummy run, and that's going to be a knock on Aruno. That, my friends, is what I would call a nice little knock on there against the Broncos. Zakovic says Tabuai-Fidow. Wasn't Tabuai-Fidow a centre on the weekend? I don't know the Cowboys team, man. Like, their team is so messed up that they honestly could change every single 2 seconds. Even mid-game, I guarantee you, they probably change. So, I didn't realize... Is Tabuai-Fidow their fullback? I thought it was like a winger or a centre. No, for the place, we will not be getting into that situation. Samuel Allen says Matt Duffy is worse. No way is Matt Duffy worse than Jermaine Asako. Matt Duffy is nowhere near worse than Jermaine Asako. So, 4 tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Out to the left-hand side here, Damien Cook gets out. 35 metres. He's still going here, Damien Cook. Gets off to Latrell. Latrell with a huge run there. He's going to lose that. It's going to be a penalty, apparently. Oh, offside maybe. He's lucky because that was a lost ball there from Latrell. Fossil Places Radio. What did I say? Did I say something bad? Oh, yeah, no. Brother, no. Chris Harrison says winger. Yeah, I was thinking that Tabuai was like a winger or a centre. I don't think he's the fullback there, is he? Frank says, "Boys, people are being so weird in your chat today." I know it's a really weird chat today. Yeah, lads, it's really weird. That's what you get, though. Sometimes you get some really awesome chats. This is still a good chat, but yeah, this. Don't take the 2 here, for the love of God, Rabbitohs. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's interesting, some of the comments today. Don't you dare take the 2 here. Don't you dare take the 2 here. They're not going to. Isaiah Chris says, yes, Valheim's the fullback. He might be this week, but last week he wasn't. Versus the Shaggies. So Rabbitohs hit with the ball 30 minutes out here with a fresh set of 6. Fossil Places, that shouldn't have been offside. I didn't see it. I can't disagree with it. I can't agree with it. I have to agree with it based on the fact I didn't see it. But it is what it is. So second tackle here for the Rabbitohs, 10 metres out here from the line. I think Broncos would be happy with this score. But then again, there's still 20 minutes to go here, guys. So hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Josh Mansour with the ball hit on the right side. Don't take him on. I tell you what, if he took him on there, Mead was taking him out 100% of the time. Third tackle here with the Rabbitohs, 5 metres out. For the places, there was plenty of time. Offside isn't about plenty of time. Offside is about if they were within the 10. So Burgess here with the ball, 10 metres out here for the Rabbitohs. They're going to go over here. There's just 100% guaranteed they go over the line here and score. Damien Cook here with the ball. Little dummy run. Gets it off inside. Benji. 3 metres short here. Damien Cook underneath. He could go for a little dummy run here. He can go for a little dummy run. No, who kicks it through. And that's going to be taken down. That's going to be a knock on there from Turpin. There we go. That will be a knock on there from Turpin. Yeah, Chris. Sorry, you get timed out for that one, man. Frenchie says, finally we're going to see Cartwright on Sunday in blue and gold. Cool. Fossil Places, Chris is lying. Yeah, that's why one of the moderators timed him out. Good on you to whoever it was. Slim and Sandler, the big fella. Good on him. So Cook there with a nice little kick there. That's not a knock on though, is it? Oh, that second one is a knock on. Sorry, it came off his foot at first, but then the second one was a knock on. 1 like away from 70, by the way, guys. 1 like away from 70. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 70 right damn well now. Alrighty, so Rabbitohs with the ball here. They'll score off the scrum here. Everyone's been scoring off scrums nowadays. So 10 minutes out, right-hand side, gets it off. It's going to be Benji to Graham, and easy try. I called it too. I literally said everyone's scoring off scrums nowadays. Easy try to the right-hand side here. And that's 4 different try scorers, mind you, for the Rabbitohs. Or 5 different try scorers, actually. Latrell, Campbell Graham, Benji Marshall, Adam Reynolds, and Alex Johnson. So when I said you could literally throw a dart at a board and anyone probably scores, well, 5 of them have scored. So 5 of the 13 players on the field have scored for the Rabbitohs. It's actually crazy. Minty Rabbitohs says, glory, South Sydney. Yeah, well, considering they haven't played that great and they're up by this much, well, it is the Broncos though, but still, like they'll take this considering. They will absolutely take this. Fourth place, I don't think they will score more than 1 more time. I think Rabbitohs will score 2 or 3 more times. I think in the next 18 minutes, the Rabbitohs can still score 2 or 3 more times. Could be wrong, but in the same sense, I think the Rabbitohs will want to try and up this because they know the Panthers, they know the Storm, they know the Roosters. They just know these kind of teams are going to get scoreboard, like absolutely massive wins against these shithouse teams. So you need to keep scoring these situations for points differential. Just because of how bad these other teams. That's a high tackle there against Mead, by the way. Oh, sorry, yeah, it was Mead. He whacked him across the face there as well. Nathan Hollis says, not try time. Wow. What do you mean not try time? What do you mean not try time? That's an absolute try. There's no way you could call it no try. There's no way you could call it no try. Oh, terrible defense from the Broncos too. Terrible defense from the Broncos there too. So, Reynolds here from the right-hand side, 17 minutes ago. Time isn't on Rabbitohs' side, though, for more tries, but in the same sense, I think it probably happens. I think it probably happens. Alrighty, so Reynolds whips it in, and he will miss that kick too. He's missed another kick. Wowee. He's missed another kick. Sport Talk says Cronk literally can't shut up about Marshall. It's not he's been good. He's been good. He's been one of their best, but in the same sense, like it is what it is. Like that's not like it's an assist, but it's not really. It isn't. Oh, someone never. Oh, have a look at this comment. Fred, love your work, brother. Thanks for the support, mate. Hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Gee whiz. I'm going to cough myself all the way to sleep at this point. Fossil Place, no way they hit 40. 12 points in 16 minutes? I don't know about that one, man. I think they do hit 40. So second tackle here for the Rabbitohs. Don't forget, guys, at 9,000 subscribers, we are going to be giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe too. We're only about 190 subscribers away now from the old 9,000. So yeah, go and give it a crack. Sport Action says Reynolds' goal kicking has been average this season. It hasn't been great. It has not been great in my personal opinion. No. So 16 minutes to go here. Fit tackle for the Rabbitohs. 40 minutes out here. Minty Rabbitoh says, too much hype around the Rabbitohs, that's why. No, they're fair enough. They're hyped, considering how they finished off last year and how they are and just their quality players. Conley says, I need it to end 38-6 or 44-12. Well, it's not going to be 44-12. If anything, 38, but then that would mean that Reynolds gets one kick and misses the other, which, considering how he's played today, wouldn't surprise me. Simon Sandler says, Doggy said the best conversion rating this season. Did they get 100% in the Knights game? They score 3 convert tries. Telly says Broncos will bounce back and win. Not. Abso-goddamn-lutely. You are spot on, Telly. You are spot on. That's a knock on with the Broncos. So you may not be spot on. The Broncos are not going to come back and win. Tony Bates says, is this your main income source, Blaze? No, I have multiple. Dasmate says, yeah, we haven't missed in 3 games. Oh, shut up. What was the conversion rate for the Dogs in the first game? I know they scored 18 points. Did they score 3 tries? I didn't watch the game. They went 2 from 3, I think. Or did they only get 16 points, did they? Sporting says, so basically, what you're telling me is you're only about 70... What is it? What is a third? 33%. So basically, you're 66% from the season so far, the conversion rate. I bet your teams are better than that. I bet you there are some teams better than that. Oh, man. Sport Talk, message him saying he's an idiot, bro. Hayden's Instagram story, he was already praised himself for predicting the 2-point field goal. No, he didn't, bro. Oh, man, this guy grinds my gears sometimes. Like, holy shit. That is the biggest cop-out I've ever seen. He predicted it for the Dragons and Cowboys game. Frenchie says, wow, looks like mine's not happening at 46-6. 14 minutes to go, man. What is that? 18 points? Yeah. Oh, Rabbitohs here. Oh, that's offside. I think he's offside there. Is he on offside there? Is he not offside? Chris Harrison, man, I'm going to have to hide you from the channel, man. So you thought you're funny, but that took me 2 seconds, and now you are gone. All right, so first tackle here for the Broncos. 20 minutes out from their own line. Coates gets the ball back there to Isako. Isako gets it to Matt Lodge. And Lodge is going to get only about 5 metres there. Hidden. Penalty here for the Broncos, apparently. Benchy Marshall, they've got some fans on it. They've got some fans. Damien Cook has gone off for Hawkins here, by the way. They've taken off a bit of Damien Cook action. Obviously, they've already won the game, so, they just take him off, give him a bit of a rest, Dasmate says, didn't he say nobody would kick the first 2-point field goal? Yeah, he said someone from the Dragons, or, no, sorry, not Dragons, Cowboys. Not Dragons, Cowboys. The Cowboys and Tigers. He said Jacob Little. He said Jacob Liddell. Jacob Liddell from the old buddy Tigers would score the first 2-point field goal. Someone messaged him and saying, stop lying. Like you did not correctly predict the 2-point. You know what he'll reply to you, though? He'll say, oh, but I said it was this weekend. Like, unbelievable. So Rabbitohs with the ball, they're going to be a dropout here. Telly says, if the Broncos will score one more try, I think it would be Jermaine Isako who does. It wouldn't surprise me, considering he's probably been one of their better players in this game so far, but he's still not been great, but he's still probably been one of their better players, and he is the fullback, so I guess. Predicted 2-point field goal. Oh my god. Fossil Places, do you want to be a real commentator? I like what I do, man. I do what I do, and I can kind of talk how I want to talk. If I spoke for like Fox Sports or NRL, or like Channel 9, stuff like that, like you got to do exactly what they want you to do and they want you to say. Like I can't tell people who are Broncos fans that they suck, or I can't really go in on Dragons for not playing anybody yet. I'd have to sit there and be non-biased. Like, look, I'm not biased when I say, I'm not biased when I say the Broncos is a shithouse, but you can't say that on Channel 9 or Fox Sports. Second tackle, leave the Broncos. 20 metres out here, left-hand side. I like what I do because I get to interact with you guys too. If I did stuff like that, man, I couldn't talk with you guys. It's just me kind of talking to a microphone and a couple other lads. Oh, knock on there from the Broncos. Knock on. And the Rabbitohs here away? No. 20 metres out from their own line. Fozzer places, yeah, you have to be impartial. Yeah, just like, I could do it. Easy. I could sit here and say, oh, look, the Broncos haven't been that bad tonight, man. Like, look, Dearden has been okay in a couple of parts. Milford hasn't done really anything, but in the same sense, like, he's still been active in regards to trying to get something done. But a couple of times been taken down with the ball. I thought that Isako's been okay. I think he's done his job. But in the same sense, he's not been anything special. I just think the Rabbitohs have outclassed them today. But the Broncos, there's a lot of positives to look into their team. It's easy to do that. It's easy to be impartial. It's easy to go and give you the flat fence line answer. But I don't want to give you the flat fence answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to give you my honest opinion. And you can't do that on like national television. You can't do that because then people be like, oh, man, you can't do that. Oh, man. It's like Gus Gould. It's like people always, and I do it too. I rip into Gus for being absolutely biased for the New South Wales and Origin, but it's like that's the thing. That's a knock on there from the Broncos. That's a knock on. Frenchie says, please, can you time this Josh Sam guy? I can't see Josh Sam. People are saying Josh Sam. Josh Sam's not even. I can't even see Josh Sam in the chat. Frenchie, I think something's wrong with your side because no one can see it. Daily Basis, you're doing just fine, Blaze. As you, don't change. Exactly right, man. No, I won't, mate. I buddy keep cracking on. Love what I do. So that's gonna be a knock on there against the Broncos. I don't think anyone can see Josh Sam. I don't think anyone can. Josh Sam's not here. Frenchie, I think you might need to refresh, my dude. Refresh because. Oh, challenge is successful. They're saying it's a strip there. I didn't see it. Patrick Nance says, hi, Blaze. Just finished watching the NBL. How'd the Kings go? Kings played the Wildcats, yeah. I'd assume the Wildcats won. So they're going to call a penalty here against the Rabbitohs here, and the challenge will be successful. Dad's mate says, to Gus, New South Wales or the Panthers could be down by 80 and they would still be in the game. Panthers not so much, but he always backs in the team, obviously, for obvious reasons. New South Wales... They were down 26-0 at halftime, and still he said that they were going to come back and win it. Like, good on you, man. Broncos fans says, hi, person, me, Broncos. Hi, Broncos, me, person. So, second tackle here, 40 metres out here from the Rabbitohs line. Left-hand side here for the Broncos. And can they score one more time? I don't think so. I don't think so. So third tackle here, 9.5 minutes to go, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already subscribed. If you're new around here, Broncos here with the ball here. Tessie new, and he's going to be taken down 5 minutes out. And I'll clip his Panthers by 8. I'm going to go pennies by 12, man. I think that's too good here for the Raiders. I do. I think they're too good for the Raiders. I don't think the game's going to be that great. So fifth tackle here for the Broncos. 12 minutes out here from the right-hand side. Gives it off to Brody Croft. And Brody Croft is going to absolutely kick that to the sideline. And that goes well and truly out of play. Thank you very much for the support, Alpha Kenny. Appreciate you, my dude. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button while you're still here, my friend. So actually says, Croft, you bum, leave the Storm and you're a washed. You're a washed. Yeah, look, he's not being great. He's not being great. Minty Rabbitohs says, same, I got them 12. Yeah, I'll go pennies by 12. They could win by more, but I think the Raiders will be able to hold into it. But I think people might start to see the Raiders for what they have been so far this season, realistically. Consecutive away losses. Broncos with 12. The most is Knights from 2015 to 2017. And the Eels in second with 17 from 2012 to 2014. Eels again with 13, 2017 and 18. Jeez. The Broncos are on 12 right now. But they play at home next week, so I don't know who they play their next away game against. Broncos fans says, please don't bully me. I get bullied at school because I'm a Broncos fan. No, I would absolutely bully you. No. I would absolutely bully you for being a Broncos fan. But the Broncos here, oh, good tackle there. Good stop there. Nice take by Jermaine Sarko. But good tackle there. Fozzer plays, says, BKRmy, do you comment on motorsport? Nah, man, look, I'm too busy with all my other sports, really. I'm too busy with all my other sports. Algie says, can they stop spamming the N-word? Brother, you didn't see it. You never saw it. So that makes me believe that it's you on a fake account. Slipper Sandler says, I forgot how bad the Knights used to be. Because you do realise that that word gets hidden and only moderators and myself can see it. So I'm assuming that that makes that you, Alkie, who went onto a fake account and trolled that. So second tackle here for the fourth tackle here. Sorry, I'm looking at the Rabbitohs. They're second on the table right now with 8 points, 76 plus points differential. Penny's on top here. There you go. Honey Boober says Brisbane will lose to Zambia's disabled under 12 teams. My goodness me. What a comment. What a comment. Someone says Alkie exposed himself. I know, that was a bit of an odd one, man. Like, Alkie, brother, like, you just exposed yourself, my man. Like, Freddy says, I love how you're so biased to Broncos. Well, we're not, man. Like, we're not. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you how it is. This team's shit. Like, the only reason the Rabbitohs haven't won by more tonight is because of the fact that they've been pretty poor. The Rabbitohs have been pretty poor. Broncos fans says, why you bully? Because the Broncos are terrible. And do you want me to be honest? I was bullied for being a Titans fan for a very long time. And by Broncos fans. That's why it's beautiful for me to see it. Like, look, I know you're a troll, mate, so it's all good. But, like, if you're a Broncos fan and you don't want to be bullied, well, probably don't be a Broncos fan. But second, well, it's not even that. Just don't be a sport fan, to be honest with you, because there's always going to be bullies out there, and this is all a bit of fun. I'm in a very antagonistic mood though tonight. I've been going left, right, and centre, to be honest. Palestine, will you stream tomorrow's A-League match? No, I only do A-League games during the weekdays, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I do all A-League games then. No weekends, though, because I'll be doing AFL as well this weekend. So Broncos offload that ball here, and it's going to be their ball around the 30-metre line on their own half of the field. Duffy's, thank you very much for the $3 donations. It should come up here, but I'm not too sure why it hasn't come up here yet, but I appreciate you, and hopefully it does come up at some point. Oh, that's a bloody Falcon, son. That's a Falcon! That's a Falcon. Turpin is a Durpin. He's just thrown that pass about 4 years forward. Palestine says, okay, it's good to organise your stream schedule because you do many sports. Well, you do. Yeah, exactly right. Sorry, I thought you. Yes. I didn't read that one properly. But yes, man. Yeah, I do. Oh, there we go. There's Duffy's donations. Look at him go. He's flying. Oh yeah. Do you guys hear that, by the way, or is it just me? Oh yeah. Yeah. Jasmine says we want 10 more points. I said South by 32. I said South by 40. It's not happening though. Oh, see it. Don't see it happening. But look at Duffy's another one. $4. Look at him go. He's flying. Look at this. This guy's the guy who bet $1 million, isn't it? I'm pretty certain that Duffy's is the guy who bet $1 million on the Rabbitohs today. Pretty certain. Freddie says, we are mean because Broncos are shit. Deal with it. Palestine says, our topic, but what do you think of Lockie from MacArthur? I think MacArthur are a decent team this year. Rabbitohs away against the Titans in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, I'm meant to beat that. Oh, my God, look at Duffy's go. Gee whiz, he's flying right now. So third tackle here, thanks to the donations, Duffy's. You're a legione. So 15 minutes out here for the Rabbitohs. Fourth place is final score 28-12. Nah, Broncos aren't scoring, brother. Broncos haven't looked like scoring this whole half. This whole game, nearly. Rabbitohs here. Oh, my God, what was Josh Mansour doing there? He couldn't get the fake dummy there. Rabbitohs, 10 metres out here. What are they going to be able to do? Fifth tackle, gets it off to Reynolds. Reynolds here, boots this little bad boy up. And, oh my God, Latrell with the easiest try you're ever going to see. Like, Latrell with the easiest try you're ever going to damn well see. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, an easy take. And my gosh, and look at Duffy. He's just going crazy, this bloke. This Duffy's bloke is just going crazy. He's a Panthers fan. Oh my God. NRL Clip says Matt Burton's dad is a legend of a game. Get around him. Sporting says Latrell Mitchell, Dally M. Bloody playing good in the second half. 2 tries in the second half. You can't complain with that one. Minty Rabbitoh getting around the red and green bunnies. NRL Clip says Dally M. Latrell, yeah. Look, I don't think so. He's no Tina Fasa Malawi. Yeah, I like it. No, but he's a good player. He's a fantastic player. One of my favourite fullbacks to watch as well. People don't. I personally rate him as one of the best, if not the best centre in the game. But he's been fullback for 2-3 years now. So. But he has won a premiership as a centre. For the places, Latrell better not get Dally M. He's too hot and cold. Fair enough. Thank you very much again, Duffy's, for the dollar donation. Freddie says, wait, how come I can't see Duffy's comments? I can see about 400 blue donations on my comment section at the moment. So 6 likes away from 80, by the way, guys. Let's get up to 80. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. NRL Clips is testing you so much talent. I don't think he's done anything this season so far. Simon Sandler says, nah, too many players and Rabbits getting Dally M points for him to win. Fair enough, to be honest with you. The Bogan Nation of Jar shall forever live. Says, hey, mate, how's everything? Mate, it's another blowout game in the NRL, to be honest with you, man. Like, another little blowout game here. Would rather a close game. This is why hopefully tomorrow's stream between I think Manly and the Warriors will be a close game. Thank you very much, Duffy's, for another $1 donation. I think Manly and the Warriors will be a close game, and I think that Panthers and Raiders should be a close game. So, realistically, hopefully tomorrow night's a bit of a better night in regards to a good game. Johnny Leonard says, Brisbane needs to do serious work if they want to beat top sides. Mate, Brisbane need to do serious work if they want to beat anyone, not even just top sides, anyone. If Brisbane want to beat anyone, they need to do some serious work. Sport says, Latrell is leading the Dally M. Crazy. Karen Rabbitohs says, how good are the Broncos, eh? Yeah, they're pretty bloody good, mate. Pretty good. Considering that their only try came off the back of a Benji Marshall flip up, basically handing them. 3, come on guys, 3 likes away from 80. We can do it. 3 likes away from 80, let's go. Bogan Nation of Jar says, one-sided game today. Thank you very much, Duffy's, for the $1 donation. He's on his way to 60k right now from that $1 million bet that he made today. Thank you very much again for the $1. But yeah, look, it's another one-sided game like we've seen the NRL literally every single bloody damn well day at this point. Daniel Bates, the happy Panthers fan. Good to see. Frenchie says, wait, I think my little bro probably blocked him. I don't know. No idea. Jack, nice try, says, you had Broncos score 6 in your tips, yeah? Did I? I tipped the Rabbitohs by 40. I think I tipped the Broncos to score. I don't know if I had 6 or 10. I think I had 10. I think I said 10. You guys can check it on Hayden's channel, on Entertain House's channel. You can check it where I made my tips. I'm pretty certain I gave the Broncos 10 points. 36-10, didn't I? No. Did I go 46-10? I can't remember. Thank you very much again and again and again and again and again. That's for the next couple of ones too, Duffies. Futton says, you think Ramsey should drop the headband? Do we want, man? You know, do we want? Something Sandler says, Blaze is NRL guru. Buddy, look at me go. NRL guru. No, there's an NRL guru on buddy Instagram. He's killing it. I was going to get him on for the channel for one of those tier list makers, but he was too busy at the time. Duffy says, Macca's money spent well. Mate, that buddy $1 million bet. Tell you what, do a couple more of those. Put $1 million on Titans plus 400. Look, you go. You'll probably get the same odds as the Rabbitohs to win this game today. Wayne says Broncos should be relegated to the Intrust. Broncos should be relegated to the Championship, which is the second division in England, and then relegated another 4 times. Thank you very much again, Duffy's, for the next $1 donation. Also, guys, there's only a minute and a half to go here. We will be doing 2 streams tomorrow for the NRL. So obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We are giving away an NRL jersey at 9,000 subscribers. So tell everyone you know. Let's get about 190 more subscribers to get to that 9K mark. Raiders clubs and South have been very good this half. I think they've been okay. I think they've just put the Broncos to bed. I think they could score again here, to be honest with you. 4 tackle here. Rabbitohs outside. Benji Marshall. Gets it out. Oh, he stops. He should have got that pass away, to be honest with you. Gets the offload away. Rabbitohs still hit the ball. That's going to be Campbell Graham here. What is it? 25 metres out here. Rabbitohs here. 15 metres out. Chance here for the Rabbitohs. I said they'd score one more time. They're probably going to score one more time. Make it 40. Mark Nichols here, 11 metres out. Thank you very much for the donation again and again and again and again and again. Nichols, Reynolds here. He's going to throw this ball back here. And it's going to be a field goal. Set restart. Oh, it's going to be a set restart. Latrell here, and Latrell is going to kick a field goal. Latrell is going to kick a field goal. So it's going to be 35-6. It's going to be a field goal here for Latrell Mitchell. Like, why? Because you can, they said. Fair enough, to be honest with you, man. Gee whiz. Duffy says, I would send more at once. It's only letting me send once. Mate, you're like an American strip club. Just, buddy, your dollar bills. Just flipping your dollar bills out right now. Look at this guy. He's just flipping his dollar bills. Money. Johnny Leonard says, I'm tipping the Warriors win tomorrow by 12. I actually think Manly could sneak up, but I'm tipping the Warriors. But I think Manly could actually get their first win of the season. Fozza plays his Saka says, try. What is this dude on? I think he's trying to troll, but I don't know. We'll leave him for now. Stephen Ronzini says, Blaze, you see how we got robbed against FFAFC yesterday? Didn't see it, didn't watch it. I was actually very tired yesterday, which is why I didn't stream. But I did see the lights go out when you had a clear opportunity on goal. Latrell Mitchell here, his first tackle here, Rabbitohs, and that will be the end of the game. The end of the game, my friends. So the final score is going to be 35-6. We've seen 3 points from field goals today. The first 2-point field goal in the history of the NRL was scored by Adam Reynolds. Followed by a field goal just now by Latrell Mitchell for the extra point. The Broncos end up being winners by about 29 points. Well and truly deserved in this one. Yeah, the Rabbitohs weren't good. Rabbitohs weren't good, and yet they won this game by 29 points. So that tells you the state of the competition right now. Broncos still absolutely horrific as per usual. But that's what we come to expect, baby. That's what we come to expect. This team just doesn't know how to score. This doesn't know how to defend, and this is a flattering score for the Broncos. This is an absolutely flattering score for the Broncos, in my personal opinion. But guys, I'm going to jump off for now. I do appreciate you as always. Thank you very much, Duffies, for all the donations. You Mr. Dollar Bill Man. Tomorrow night, guys, we will be streaming. Bloody Duffies. Tomorrow night, we'll be streaming both the Manly versus Warriors game and also the Panthers and Raiders game. That's going to be an absolute ripper there over at Penrith. Very much looking forward to that. Karen Mavita says, I wasn't able to watch the games tonight, Blaze. How was it? It was this. This tells you everything you need to know. Luke Puppet says, mate, just give him a $22 donation instead. Anyway, I'm going to jump off. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys had a good time. I know it's a shit game, but smash the thumbs up button. Don't forget, 9,000 subscribers. I'll be giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.